You ever be having a great time and then somebody shows up and they just fucking ruin it?
Yeah, for sure.
We were just laughing about that. Yeah. That's the thing that happens.
What is the Sugar Hill Gang line? You ever been to something about a party and the food just ain't no good? That's what rap started as, which is pretty great.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh,
what is the line? I'm not even close. I'm not even close to it.
No, I don't remember the line. Just the idea of you explaining rap to me just kind
Yeah.
of.
I was musing out loud. I wasn't explaining to anybody. I was saying, isn't it funny that I mean, all music was dumb at the start. Any beginning of music was dumb.
I'm with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Like,
yeah.
Look back at early rock. It's fucking dumb.
I don't know. Jazz was pretty good right out the gate, right? Kinda.
I have no idea. I'm going to say
it's
no.
Like, but it's still like it's goofy though. Like I'm not saying like there's a difference. I'm going to draw a slight distinction here and say like it doesn't necessarily mean bad. Like, but someone. Louis Armstrong's a bad example because he kind of transcends.
Dixieland to me is
he kind of transcends
peak jazz
it,
and everything else
like,
is under it, and that kind of was the thing.
We
that
definitely
came out.
disagree on that.
Yeah.
But like I just feel like. If you go far enough back with any genre of music or any art even, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, you're drawing getting a buffalo on a cave wall, you fucking morons. Look at this. Look at fucking Van Gogh. Y'all are a joke. You know
I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been to Europe before. And while we were there,
and you're the only one. You're the only person I know who's been to Europe.
Been there.
So.
I don't want to keep talking about it, but it's relevant. We went into and John Troy. We hiked the Pyrenees and we went and actually saw cave drawings.
Yeah.
Speaking of that,
is
that when you were wearing your ascot?
I had my ascot phase when I was over there,
and the whole way you were running from a bull.
That's right. But we did see cave drawing. It is amazing.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
for the record,
I
it
know.
is kind of amazing.
I know, but you see what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Like anything, the farther back you go, you're like, that's so distant from what this is now that it looks fucking dumb.
I mean, I think it was a deer. I don't know if
exactly.
it was.
I mean, like
we don't know. Is Grunk? I think it was
like,
the guy. It was
the song about going to a barbecue and the food's not good was probably fucking badass when it came out.
Came out, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm like ripping on it now, but just it's anachronistic though.
Can I bring? And this is going to be very very crude. Not 100% sure who the Sugar Hill Gang is, but there's a clip that they keep showing of the guy of. I don't know who the rap group is, but he's like slapping a pencil on the thing with a nickel, and they're singing the song. Oh my god, I'm the worst. I wish I could remember what it was.
Slapping a pencil on
sure,
but they were just like they were freestyling. They were freestyling, but it's a rap early rap group that everyone knows.
It may have been Sugar Hill.
It may have been
Gang.
Sugar Hill.
They're kind of there was definitely stuff before, but they're the kind of like popular. Beginning.
I wish you guys knew what I was talking about because it's the baddest. I remember hearing them.
You think?
I would say so. Yeah.
I remember hearing them thinking hearing their music that they produce and be like, okay, yeah, it's a little like rudimentary when you think about it now.
Yeah, exactly.
But then hearing them do this,
it was totally
live,
like
it was like, oh my god,
nobody had ever seen anything like that.
This is insane. But this is shit I'm looking at.
I'm not
now.
actually shitting on it.
Yeah.
Like
anyway, all right. Well,
and y'all got the nerve to look at Kendrick's Super Bowl performance and say it was lame. The audacity.
Who are you talking to right now? It's the fucking greatest.
Yeah.
People have we can tell everybody that I messed up the first episode.
Oh yeah, we're redoing
part of the podcast.
Oh, you want to do that? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Well, I mean, we kind of have to, right? Because it's gonna feel disjointed.
It's gonna be
disjointed.
I didn't hit the button apparently, and
Jordan and I are doing a great job pretending we're not furious.
It's 2 a.m. at this point, so it's not.
Oh man,
food is kicking in.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm glad we had to redo it because I'm here with fresh topics.
Yeah.
I'm here with fresh topics.
Yeah,
because as we are recording this, Valentine's Day was just about 4 days away. 4 days ago,
Wait,
rather.
What?
Yeah, Valentine's Day was about 4 days ago, and it just kind of made me think. Have you ever brought a date to a comedy
And
show?
the food just wasn't no good.
Yeah, but have you ever brought a date to a comedy show?
Have I brought a date to a comedy?
To your
Yes.
comedy show?
Oh.
You have?
Yes.
Okay. How did that play out?
it's never been bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
It tends to like, I mean, I'm not saying I haven't like, I'm not necessarily like crushing every time, but it's never been,
nobody thought that.
No, never. I feel, I could be wrong, but I feel confident that it's never been like, we were one way before we showed up.
Yeah, right.
And then we were a different way afterwards. I don't think that's ever happened that I'm conscious of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's ever been broken the deal.
Yeah.
It's probably never done. No, it has made the deal better, I think. But it's never, I don't think it's broken the deal that I know of.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm in that boat too. Like, I don't think it's ever like made or broken anything. But also in hindsight, the cockiness to do that, like, wow.
Yeah.
I just
Pretty bold.
really
It's
rolling
bold.
the dice on that one.
Pretty bold thing to do that I'm definitely not about to do.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Jason? Have you done that within the past 7 days?
I have not. I have not.
Well, here's okay. I just tuned into what you were saying. That's phenomenal. How are things? How are things going, Jason? Just in general, nothing specific.
Life is good.
I love this re-recording so much already.
Yeah, this is better already.
I thought we were gonna talk about the anglerfish.
I am literally. So a date is coming to the show I'm doing tomorrow.
And you taking on the wobbly butt?
I know. Yeah.
Ah, dude.
I warned her. I'm fine with it.
Wait, okay, hold on. So walk us, because that's like an hour round trip.
Well,
so
here's let me also be clear about this. Like I've
shout out to the wobbly butt, by the way.
shout out to Wobbly Butt.
Shout out to Wobbly Butt.
I've been in what are we gonna call them? Situationships.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Where I'm not like that worried about how it's gonna go. Just the thing overall, and so I'm like, yeah, come to a show, whatever, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, not that shitty, but maybe a little bit that shitty. But this person that I've only met her once.
Okay.
But like, I'm kind of like, all right, like this, I'm feeling pretty excited about this person. Like,
okay, good.
And like, I don't know, we are very much on the same page of being like, let's just see what this is, which is fucking awesome.
It's good to be on
That's
the same
not
page.
how it usually is. It's like, this will be a relationship or it is a failure and I'm mad at you, is how it often feels.
Like
right?
an all or nothing kind
This
of
is
thing.
like, this is very much like we're both in a sort of in between space. Let's enjoy each other's company. Let's see what this is. And it's to the point, even though we've only met once. I can't believe I'm actually fucking talking about this.
Yeah,
podcast,
me neither.
But it's the reason is because it's
Can't
like all,
believe any
because
of
it's
us are
like all
talking about
good.
this.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
great.
good stuff. It's like we've only met in person once, and it just was really good, like really chill. Like we didn't go like late into the night. Like it was just a chill time.
Sure.
And we've like texted a bunch, and it's to the point where I'm like, I'm pretty sure if I eat shit tomorrow, it's not really gonna matter.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because it's just like we're just like.
So do you remember? I'm going to jump in front of you. I saw you were about
Yeah.
to say something, but remember the Seinfeld bit where she was like, "Your set's just so much fluff. I can't date someone who you guys don't know what I'm talking
I've
about."
probably seen it.
I mean,
but
it
can't
makes
remember.
sense, but
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it's like this great. It's an early episode where she's like, "I can't date someone who I don't respect what they do for a living.
Yeah, yeah,
Your
yeah.
set's very fluff."
funny.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "You're a cashier." But I think that's joke still lands.
It's pretty funny.
Joke still lands. But I get it though. It's like
Yeah.
there is some. That's a weighty moment.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be clear, I also was like, all right, here's kind of what this show is.
Yeah.
And I kind of was like,
Oh, okay.
you know,
Whoa.
I was like, this, you know, what you see might not be exactly what I do.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it might not be the circumstances that are most conducive to me being successful. You know,
Was it her idea?
I'm not totally. It was like in a conversation It was when we were in I think I was probably like, nah, I don't care. And then I was just like, screw it. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good hang.
You know,
I actually like the place.
I actually do too.
Yeah,
like
it's a fun,
we're
fun
sort
time.
of there is a certain goofiness to it just because it's like in a fucking bowling alley. You know what I mean? So it's like inherently kind of like easy to sort of laugh at.
I also want to give it a little bit more. I want to give it a little more credit. It's a restaurant off of the bowling alley.
I was going to clarify that, and it's soundproof, and it's like it is.
It's a nice space.
There's something sort of inherently funny
about
it.
Food's pretty good.
Yeah.
I do like the food.
Yeah, I don't hate the show. Like, it's a good show. It's a good show. It's a fun show.
Yeah, I wish the audience. There's a lot of things, right? You wish the audience was closer. They were a little more sort of bigger numbers and all that kind of stuff. So,
so I think but that's kind of the level of confidence I have about just where this very, 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 very early thing is. I'm just like, I think we're good.
Yeah,
I just want to hang out with her.
That's a good point.
And I have the night,
amazing.
and this is a night I have quote unquote free. You know, I don't have my kid. I don't.
Wait, do you know the headline, or did you say? I may
don't.
have been sleeping. Okay,
I don't. But I'm just like this. It was essentially this is the next time I'm available, and I want to spend time with. You want to spend
time with that person.
Yeah. So
there you go.
Come on the show.
And there you go, Jordan. That would have been my answer as well.
Okay, got it. Good to know.
But that's where I'm at, and I don't know. Let's move on.
But how about this? I want to bring up that you brought your lady to.
I did.
Skylarana.
I did bring her to Skylarana. Okay,
so Blair came.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear all about it.
How much detail do you want to give? Because I know this is your
it was
set the whole situation.
It was the first time, so we can kind of give it its business. We can give it the business a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
this is your show that you are booking.
I was approached. And so I'm booking the show now. This is our first time. And essentially what happened was they were like, we're going to do this first one. We have some marketing things we need to get through. So we backed a couple of the shows up. So this was really like, let's see what this looks like.
Yeah.
So with that said, obviously it wasn't the best show in the world.
You're figuring it out.
Yeah.
It was a lighter turnout. So, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a great idea because I was like, oh, dude, this is like a couple days before Valentine's Day. It's a resort. Like this is like a free
date.
Yeah.
A free fancy date.
Yeah.
A free, So I thought it was a layup.
Theoretically.
In theory.
I thought it was a layup tells me that what's coming next is
now,
so
here's the thing. They have like the resorts, which are like the cabins that are behind.
Yeah, they're like A-frames, dude. They're
really
gorgeous.
pretty, rustic.
Yes.
Yeah. And silly me thought that the talent would get one of those places.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we did not.
What did you get?
We got a room, which was convenient to where we were performing at.
Okay.
The room was literally right down the hall from where we were performing at. And it had a...
Did you sleep in a green room? Is that
No, but maybe not.
The way you said it sounds
maybe not that far off. It had a beautiful view of the parking lot.
That's nice. Clear views, unobstructed parking lot view.
I could easily see my car.
Nothing blocking the parking lot.
Nothing.
Hey.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
I easily see my car.
In a cold ass rainy night.
It was a cold rainy night. Lukewarm shower. It was just,
love a lukewarm shower.
Turn it all the way on H.
That'll fuck up your day.
That's correct, because that's the one thing I count on.
If you're going, especially doing shows, if you get to your hotel and you're like, all right, time to sort of get in the right headspace for the show, and which always includes a shower for me. I'm gonna guess probably you guys too. And I'm like, all right, cool. First things first, shower. And you get in there and it's like super weak or it's not hot or whatever. You're like, well, I hate my life forever now.
I'm sure there was something was happening that
it
wasn't.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Yeah, we can cut it.
Okay, lukewarm water.
And then the shows went well. Me and
wait, so hold on. You don't have to say, but there's a thing behind the water thing.
Oh no. I don't know.
No, I'm just trying to save face for the
the
resort.
Okay. So
it's a lovely little place.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so the water almost always is like scalding hot if you want it to be.
Yes. Yes.
Great flow.
Yeah.
And so here's the thing about me. I don't like people that know me outside of comedy to watch me perform. Like
this was a
throws me off.
revelation on this show.
I'm generally with you on that, actually.
Yeah.
Despite everything I just said about, like, I'm generally with you.
Yeah, like I don't even like my mom. I tell my mom don't come to my shows. Like I just really don't like.
You know
that.
what? I'm actually going to take back what I said. When I first started out, I wanted no one I knew to see me at all ever. Now I'm pretty comfortable with it.
See, I'm complete opposite. I was cool with them seeing me before. Yeah, now no, I really don't like it. So I actually told Blair, like, hey, just hang out in the room and then come back and watch Mark Brady, because then we got like
oh, you don't want Blair to watch.
Yeah, dude, that's the revelation. I was like, what?
Wow.
Yeah.
How does she feel?
Yeah.
Well,
she was cool with it.
okay.
Yeah, because I mean, she respects.
She probably also is probably she's like, you're good. You know what I mean? Like she.
Yeah, because I still like run jokes by
it's
her.
never gonna change.
Yeah. Like I would, if I'm in a relationship with someone for several years and they're doing comedy however many times a week, I'm probably gonna be like, go have fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
You're good. I'm gonna not.
Also, that's the most time I've spent with Blair ever in our.
Yeah, it is.
I've ever known
I've
her.
met with Blair a couple times.
It was
she's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's so cool.
They're so different people.
Yeah.
They're so different
Yeah,
people.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. She came down. She's got like red glasses on. She's like,
she's
yo,
like-
what's
she's got,
up,
like,
bang,
energy.
bang, bang. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is
You're
happening
just
right
like,
now?
hi,
Very
Jordan.
Jersey. She is very Jersey.
Is that
she's
right?
from Jersey?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
That tracks. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's so funny.
Yeah.
She's awesome. She was great.
She is
She
great.
is, of course.
Genuinely, like,
you did a-
could be on stage. Like, she was
Yeah.
literally ripping jokes. She was.
She
though.
was. She was definitely cracking
and it
jokes,
was
for
good.
sure.
She was cracking us
You
up.
did good, Jordan.
Yeah.
You did good.
So I told her, like, look, I'll text you when I'm off stage and I'll go ahead and order food for us. So when the food's here, we have a dinner and watch Mark Brady. Now here's the thing. Skylarana is doing this cool thing
What is
where
it
they're
called?
having like the Skylarana.
Skylar.
So they're having this cool thing happening where they're having like an Indian cuisine takeover where they're having a chef from like a local Indian restaurant come and make food for the whole weekend.
Nice.
Problem is we were there on a Wednesday, so that wasn't happening.
Okay.
So the menu
Ham
was
and cheese. What are we talking about?
actually yes, $1 hot dogs.
$1
hot dogs.
$1 hot dogs,
Jason said it was a good deal.
which I got.
Where was
great.
it? Was it those like squishy little red hot dogs?
Nah,
Or are we
I think
talking
they were
about
legit,
regular
right?
hot
Yeah,
dogs?
it was a good hot dog.
Like
yeah.
it.
It's a
what's that
ballpark
place
hot
called?
dog.
Yum Yums.
Yum Yums. Oh man,
Those
yeah.
things are disgusting.
Yeah.
No, these were good, like traditional hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, me and Blair had the cheese quesadilla.
Okay. So
Yep.
just the quesadilla.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
quesadilla.
No, because there was no option.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It was cheese. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was good. So we split
But it
the
had
quesadilla.
it was like
and it was
cheese.
big. It was just cheese.
It was like this and cheese.
Yes.
Well, I'm not above it, but that is not a lot.
Stripped down.
Going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up. Blair hopped on DoorDash. We got some candy. DoorDash.
Gotta get candy.
Gotta get some candy.
But can I interrupt for just half a second to tell you
Please.
how happy I was when we were in LA and you were like, I want to go get candy. I was like, permission.
Yes.
Like when you sort of were just like, because you did a thing that I wouldn't have like felt like. I didn't want to be the one to be like, I'm gonna go get like kid snacks.
Oh, you can always count on me for that.
But you did that, and I was like,
Yeah.
fucking right. We're getting some candy and
Yeah.
soda.
I was late here
Wouldn't have
because
had a
I
problem.
stopped to get cereal. I stopped by a
What
store to buy
cereal?
cereal.
What cereal?
Reese's Puffs.
Hell yeah. Reese's Puffs. That's so far beyond what I was like. Maybe he'll say Cinnamon Toast Crunch. No, Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
Oh, I see you. I respect you so much. Go
There
on.
is, I am on a podcast with kids.
Yeah.
It is true. That's 100% true. I thought I was the silly one.
Oh, no.
You fucking guys
I'm
are...
not kidding when I say the reason that I do exercise is so I can eat macaroni
Yeah.
and cheese,
All right.
and
Which you
candy
technically
and
haven't
pizza.
said yet.
Yeah, you said it in the first segment that we
Oh,
didn't
that's
record.
what that
so.
right. So yeah, that's the main reason is so that I can just eat like an asshole.
Yeah, no,
And it's
I'm
not a
totally
big
with
problem.
you. I'm totally with you on that. But no, it was fun. Mark did great, so it was
Mark's
great
great.
watching him.
Yeah, he's so funny.
There was a
God,
cool
that guy's
moment because there was like an older crowd,
Yeah.
and Mark had this one joke of like, yeah, this thing happened back in the old days, back in the 80s. And this dude yelled out, was like, read the room.
That's awesome, dude. I love like it sounds like this is what that was. I love a sort of person who's like, it's a very delicate balance, but someone, an audience member who has a certain like smartness to them where they're like, I'm going to do this one thing. I'm going to say this one thing, and I'm pretty sure the comic is going to be fine with it, and it's going to be funny, and then I'm going to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this crowd was great.
Yes.
That is a specific awesome audience member who's like somehow knows that what they're about to do is okay.
Well, there was two shows, and the first one was a little bit older.
Yes.
Second one was a little bit younger.
Yeah. But both crowds were great. They were there
great.
for the
They really
show.
were.
They were engaged. Like it was dope.
awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah, so we've made some adjustments from that show.
Okay,
So the next one is March 5th, and it's we're just doing one show. They had two. Had they put the two crowds together, it would have been a much better show.
Yeah.
maybe do one from now on.
We've made some adjustments. It's really smart, I gotta say, because they were like, we're gonna shoot big. They want to do this, and they got it's a new like Skyland Social Club is what they're calling it. So they're doing poker nights, and so the comedy night is in with their grander scheme.
Gotcha. So this is just like
social club.
They got a whole
yes.
We do cool shit here.
Right.
Yes.
Is what okay.
So they're hoping that all those things feed into each
like
other.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty cool. I really like the guy Kevin Hines, the guy he's doing. He's awesome. He's a really fun guy.
Now,
Okay. Yeah, I'm like,
There's
where's
one more
the
thing.
other shoe's gonna drop?
and you might want to cut this part because this might grind your gears.
Check the time.
Yeah. So I actually, as part of the Valentine's gift, like I bought Blair like this like spa package, like facial thing, whatever, because they got the spa thing, right?
Yeah.
So as she was doing that,
In your dorm room.
From the dorm room, right? Yeah. But yeah, so while she was doing that, I run up the street, get us lunch, come back, pick her up because it's like an hour thing. So I'm just waiting, whatever. So she gets in the car and she says she's talking to the spa person, and they're going back and forth. She was like, the spa person's like, "Oh, so what brought you here?" And she said, "Well, my boyfriend had a comedy show," and the spa person was like, "Wait, here?"
Didn't even know.
They had no idea. They work there.
Yeah.
They had no idea. That was a comedy show.
Yeah, there we go. I think it's my hunch is that so I do know for a fact that used to be a restaurant that they are turning over. They're changing it, and they did actually say a lot of people don't even know this yet.
Okay.
So they're totally reinventing this thing. And what we learned there too is they're building all this other shit on the property. They're building like places.
I'm excited to see this place.
Yeah. Well, you're going to be doing shows. Yeah.
I hope so.
But yeah, they're building like big parts of this. Like they own this whole big plot of land. They're building all kinds of shit.
I think I've asked a million times. Where is this again?
Hendersonville.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're in the mountains.
Yeah. It's
okay.
about 2 hours.
Right.
It's 2 hours.
2 hours.
Pretty close to Asheville. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buncombe
I
County.
drove
We
to
in Buncombe
Asheville
County?
to get lunch. Yes.
We're in Buncombe County.
Yeah.
All right.
Look at you. Look at him.
It's just because that's where I live.
I know it. Good work. That's funny. You did a great job, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There's something about doing a smaller show, doing that well, and having that audience like you. Because if you don't do well in front of a small audience, even if they're enthusiastic, that's rough. That's hard. Tough. People outside of comedy, people don't get that. Yeah, give me 400 people.
Give me.
I'm never going to do. That sounds cocky. I'm never going to do bad in front of 400 people. Knock on wood. But it's like harder to do poor in front of 400 people.
Yes.
You know how unnervous you're going to be at the night theater?
You're
not going to be nervous, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I did like the couple
easier.
times when I've had that opportunity on the Bored Teacher Show where it's been 2,000 people or whatever, not even remotely nervous.
Yeah.
I'm like antsy and amped up, but like and kind of like jittery, but like it's where I get nervous is when it's 5 people.
Yes.
Yeah.
2,000 people. I don't fucking care. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm set up for success.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, it's counterintuitive.
Yeah,
it's
it is counterintuitive.
Very much so.
Yeah, and I think I still remember. I'm going to chalk this specific moment. I know I've talked to you about it, Jonathan. I don't know if Jordan, if I told you about it, but I was doing these like brewery tours for a long time.
Yeah,
and we did this one show. It was in Kentucky.
That with Todd?
Yeah, exactly.
Done
it was with this.
Yeah,
one.
I did some of those with him.
So we drove to Kentucky. We were on our way to Milwaukee. I mean, we're way out there, whatever. And we did this one winery, and they had 8 people. We were in their garage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it was wild, man. But they were like, it was just, this is our place, and it was so brand new. And we just like had wine with them, and it was very, very intimate. Like way more intimate than we thought we were getting ourselves into. And we performed essentially in a garage with a couple fold-out tables for people, and I did like 30 some minutes. Todd did like 45, and it was like as bare bones as you're ever gonna do.
Yeah,
and the show was great.
Did they have like mics and stuff? Like
we did have mics. We had mics.
All right.
So there is nothing like when a teeny tiny fuck me show goes well, it's so exciting and fun.
Yeah.
And that winery they follow me, they stay in touch with me.
Hey.
They have amphitheaters on their space now. Like this was just the beginnings of what they were doing.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're like, we cannot wait for you to come out. We can do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
3 of us.
Correct. I hadn't even thought about it. But yeah, they're amazing people, and so you never know.
But when a 5-person show doesn't go good,
man, you feel it.
The single worst show I've ever done, unquestionably, not even close, was one of the shows with Todd. One of the brewery shows. It was at this brewery in Greenville, South Carolina, my hometown. And not only it was in the like room with the vats, right, with the actual brewery, the guts.
Yes,
of the
I got
place.
you. Mm-hmm.
Obviously there's high ceilings with that. We know that. So that's one disadvantage, but we know that. We know that's going in. Full lights. Just like brightly
drives
lit,
me so crazy.
Brightly lit, freezing cold. Like jackets on cold. And it was 5 people, and one of them was my friend April.
Okay.
Which I was just like humiliated that my friend was there as that was happening. And not only is she my friend, she is an internationally acclaimed writer. Her book has been published into multiple languages.
Yeah.
She's won the Paris Review. Like she's a fucking like.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Like she's the shit writer.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there doing this fucking 30 minutes of just, as Jason disgustingly says, milking a rock. Just not, you've said that.
I've said
anyway,
it. Yeah.
But it communicates what it was for sure.
Yeah.
It was just like nothing. I was humiliated.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thankfully, I went and got coffee with April afterwards. We laughed about it, but so that can be great when it goes great, but you're not set up for success.
Be bad,
I'll tell you that much. All right.
I had friends.
Go on.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't think I.
Oh, I thought you were. I thought there was more. Okay. Never
No, I
mind.
don't think so.
I had friends who, again, this was not COVID, but it was COVID light. So there wasn't. They weren't allowing the
This
full.
is 2021. Maybe.
No, it's a like later than that. But it was like they weren't letting everybody in. You know what I mean? There was still spacing people apart. Yeah. And I had a couple college friends who looked at my website and they were like, "We're going to surprise him. We're going to go to a show."
Oh no!
Yeah. And I just adored.
That's so sweet, and they're
it's
awesome
so sweet
for that,
and wonderful.
But also, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Let me know. Let me tell you which one to go to.
This isn't the one to go to. Yeah, it was fine, but it was also like, I really wish they saw another show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit, now I'm nervous about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
I mean, I was pulling up, I know, again, we briefly talked. You guys don't know this anglerfish thing?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, man, look at the title of this article. Gen Zs are literally sobbing over viral video of small but tiny anglerfish. We're so proud. You know, anglerfish, they're the real scary looking ones with the thing. You guys saw it in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, right.
Where they get lost in the little thing.
Okay.
So they're literally
Does it
like
have a little light? Is that
yeah,
what that is? It's one of the deep sea ones.
So the thing is, this thing is, it never comes to the surface.
We are so proud.
Yeah.
Okay.
It never comes to the surface. It's a terrifying thing.
How
this is a
deep
female.
Are we? And are we deep?
This
deep,
right
deep,
here,
deep,
this
deep,
picture,
deep, deep, deep,
this
deep
picture is
ocean?
way up. This fish
if they're
is normally way down there.
So
Right.
it's out of its element right now.
So that's why it's become so popular.
Okay.
And if anyone's listening, we've totally changed gears. I really am forcing this issue right now to talk about this. But there's an anglerfish. Those are the ones that have the creepy little light thing of like from Finding Nemo. They're very scary.
Big ass mouth.
Yeah, big scary
with
mouth.
just busted ass grill.
Yeah.
So bad. The teeth
and
are
the male fish, anglerfish is
manly,
really small.
The manly.
It's really small, and then they basically suction cup to the side of them, and then they fuse, and the men die. Yeah,
when
it's
when they
when
mate?
they mate. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's amazing. So you look how scary that thing
through
is.
their sides.
Yeah, this is how big
Hot.
This is how big it is. Look at that little, tiny little guy.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
it's
it,
a
right
small
there.
fish.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nothing.
yeah. It's a tiny little thing, right?
He'll still bite the fuck
But look at
out
that
of you,
thing. Like
Yeah.
oh my god.
Wow.
God, that's so scary.
It's terrifying. So people are loving this because, and there is, you got to start looking this up on look it up because people are doing like Pixar versions of this. This thing got ill, and so it came.
Are they like upping
came
it?
up.
The begin like up like
Yes,
the beginning of up?
exactly.
Oh.
So this thing, they're like, everyone has created this story for this little gross looking anglerfish. This thing lives in the darkness. It lives in pitch black.
Yeah.
This thing came up to the surface and literally surfaced.
What?
Oh.
Do we
It got ill. It perished. It
was
ultimately died. So, but it's such a no one has seen this fish
Yeah.
in shallow waters
actual
before.
Right.
They die down there. They never see this. So they're like creating these. You can look these up now. They're creating little Pixar movies of this thing that's going to the surface and seeing the sunset.
Oh God.
And they're just like, this
Okay.
is the
Yeah.
greatest.
Kind of get it. I
Yeah.
actually
I do
kind of
get
get
it,
it.
absolutely.
That I was like, this is the dumbest bullshit I've ever heard, and
Yeah.
now I'm kind of
They're
like,
like,
I might cry if I watch
This
that.
thing
actually.
never saw the light before. They were like, and scientists are talking about this experience that this thing would have never known that any of this existed.
Right.
And it just kind of, they said it got kind of diseased or whatever. And it came up and it literally like surfaced and saw the sun setting based on this guy's footage. And they're
All
just
right.
like, it's the
All right, I
sweetest
get
thing
it.
in the
Yep,
world.
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
not
I
even
get it
seeing
now.
it, and I'm
I get it
not-
now.
It's so
I'm
ugly, it's
feeling
cute,
Something's
like-
happening in my chest. you know?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, man. Like, look at this lady. She's like crying. She's like, oh my God, look at this.
I don't know if I want to watch. This sounds like it would be too much for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah.
I don't want to watch Up again. You know,
And-
I've seen it many
Look
times.
at this.
but-
And for my last day, I will go see the sun.
oh my God, the fucking sunbeam! Oh
That's
my God.
crazy.
That's literally walking into. He's going
Yeah.
to
Going
heaven.
into heaven.
Wow.
Follow
That's right.
the light.
And look at her
Holy shit.
face. Yes, she's right.
That's real tears. Yeah.
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 It's kind of amazing. Right?
Nah, I would probably feel away.
So we
yeah.
should all do that and get 10 million views. By the way,
I know.
That's what
I know.
talk about the angle. Wait, can you scroll back up though?
Up here?
No,
you know
keep
what
going
I'm
to,
for
like, the
real,
very
you know
first
what
photo.
I'm for real gonna do probably is watch
Yeah,
one
that
of those
one right there.
videos and have my phone running just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case my reaction is like viral. That's how fucking disgusting of a human I am.
Now you see how it has like the really strong jawline, and then like it get like it
Real
slims
Matt
out.
Matt
Yeah.
Rife energy.
Yeah, like. So
my God.
yeah, that
Holy
He's got that
which
jaw.
also kind of ties
That's
in.
amazing.
This is why I say like
does
people
that.
look like when they take Ozempic. It's just you see how it's so strong, but then everything else is small. But it's like you can't lose that.
You can't.
You cannot
Yeah,
lose
okay,
that.
so that is like, so when you
Second segment, by the way.
when
We dive into the second segment.
when like something that does happen, like when you do the real way, the exercise, all that.
That's yeah,
Like,
the
you're-
real way. Don't put the quotes on
I
it.
know. I
the
just
real
want-
way.
I don't know. I want to be. I don't know. I'm nicer than you, weirdly. But that doesn't seem
Somehow,
correct.
yeah, it
but
doesn't seem-
right now I am.
right.
But like that does, your face does like get more angular and more like
Yeah.
everything. So with those Ozempic, that just doesn't happen. You have the same kind of like
It's so
whatever
odd.
amount,
It's
whatever
like,
amount of like fat or whatever that's on your face just doesn't.
it
just
does.
stays?
It doesn't look like it. It looks like your head stays the same, but then like your
That is
neck
kinda weird.
Small. Yeah. I'll tell you somebody to Google later on. I'm not gonna say.
I
the
gotta
name.
say though, I've seen some people where I've been like, "Man, you look pretty good." Like,
I think again. I think it depends on like how much you use it for.
Yeah.
Like if you only
Yeah.
are dropping like maybe I don't know 10 pounds or so,
Yeah.
probably is gonna have that effect. But if
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
slim up, and this doesn't
have a
change,
big-
you're gonna see. Yeah, you're gonna see it.
Jesus. I'm going to change subjects one more time before we get out of here. I
mean,
keep
I'm-
watching
I'm-
these videos of people spreading the ashes.
Oh,
in,
yes.
in
We
public
didn't- yes.
places.
Okay.
Okay, so
And this
there
is
are
freshly
rules.
a thing.
There's just been 2 videos over the last like
That have
2
gone-
weeks or
gone
whatever,
viral
week
or
or so.
whatever.
And one was like, also it's in the TV show Shrinking, which I thought was really interesting.
Okay.
It's a great show if you haven't watched it. But yeah, so people are taking their ashes of people that they're like, we love. This one I think was Machu Picchu, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And they were like going to spread ashes, and people freaked out about it. They videotaped it, and I think there was people on site who were just kind of like, this is inappropriate. And then the internet was like, fuck these people. They're disgusting.
Okay.
They would do this without permission.
My initial reaction is, what?
What?
Who fucking cares?
A little bit of what, right?
You know
Thank
how
you.
long those ashes are going to be there? A day.
Yeah.
And while they're there, you're not going to see them. They're ashes.
It doesn't make any sense
Who
to me.
fucking... What?
Yeah.
Why do they care?
Does anyone even know what ashes look and feel like? Because it's not like you're not like holding like flesh.
Yeah. No, it's
weird.
It's dust.
Totally. Yeah.
Why? What?
I know.
What is the? What's the? Oh, how dare you? How dare you like emotionally honor your dearly departed loved one with zero consequences to the environment or
Right.
my day?
Correct.
Or are they blowing the ashes into their eyes? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
who
wild.
Fucking shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm kind of with
Leave
like if
these
it's,
people alone. What? They're grieving. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
if it's not like getting on me, then what's
Yeah.
the?
Are they pouring it on your picnic? Like,
Yeah,
what the
it's
fuck
weird.
Are you
They're pouring
talking
it.
about?
They were pouring it in the grass. Is all it was.
that's crazy.
How in
There's nothing wrong
any
with that.
universe is that disrespectful?
I've been trying to figure it out. Honestly, like the comments are like horrendous about.
Okay,
these
to me,
people.
this
I'm
is
like,
the
what are we
same
doing
people.
here?
This is. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but it creates the same level of frustration and outrage in me as people who are mad about someone being like trans or whatever. It's not the same thing, but
Yeah.
it is just like, how is this affecting you in any way other than you have to think about the fact that people die? Is that what you're mad about?
I can't
You're
imagine.
faced with your mortality? Like,
Yeah.
what are you mad about? What are you mad about?
Yeah, I don't get it. I honestly don't get
Dude,
it.
fuck you, man. These are people grieving, doing something that doesn't hurt you.
Yep.
Sorry that you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on there's nothing gross about it.
It's dust.
Yeah, it's dust. It's not.
There's
as if
nothing.
you're gonna-
There's nothing unhygienic about it.
There's more
It's
dust in this house right now
Yeah.
with my DNA in it than anyone's ever going to get from
walking around other people
I realize
outside.
how gross that sounds.
Yeah, it's
in
disgusting.
hindsight.
This house is disgusting.
I don't really
It is
do-
layers of dust.
I don't do that in here.
Are you spilling ashes in here? Because it looks
Well,
like.
it's not ashes, but it's nothing else.
What's the joke? Come on. This is more-
My point was, I'm not.
It's
I'm not doing it in here. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It's my point.
whatever. You're what?
Yeah.
There's no problem with that other than someone's doing something and you're there.
Yeah.
And it's maybe because it's not about you. Is that what they're mad about?
I have like
They're
I have,
like, but this is my day.
I'm
This is
like
my day at
a
Machu
little
Picchu.
iffy on even whether to bring this up, but we spread my grandfather's ashes in a place that we didn't officially have permission to do it. And I'm
Who
like, my thought is,
fucking
who fucking
cares?
cares? Also,
I didn't think you had to get permission.
I
for
don't-
that.
oh, you definitely do. That's
do?
the crazy. Oh yeah, you absolutely
Fucking
do.
come
Well,
on,
that's
why?
part of what the people are like. That's the problem. It's like, oh, you have to get
You didn't
permission,
get permits.
and it's like, how about this? The three of us went into the Hollywood fucking
The
burial
Forever,
ground, or
Hollywood
whatever the fuck it
Forever
is called.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't enjoy that experience.
did not love
in
it either.
any way.
It
Yeah,
was
no.
weird.
That was horrific.
That's Jordan's fault, by the way. That was Jordan's idea.
I thought it was gonna be cool. You know what can I
Wasn't
say?
cool.
You were big
Yeah.
time wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
was.
it's like,
Although I did see Mel Blanc's tomb, which was
Uh-huh.
totally selfishly, purely for me, because Nora and I listened to this whole thing about Mel Blanc, and we knew about his tomb and or his grave and how it said "That's all, folks."
yeah.
And I
perfect.
actually saw it, and I was so excited. I showed her a picture
That's
of it.
pretty
She
cool.
was like, "Oh my god!" So that one thing was great, but in every other way, that was weird as fuck.
It was.
Yeah.
It's just a weird.
Peacocks.
It's a
Why are there
weird.
peacocks there? There were a fuck ton
Why
of
There
would
were
peacocks.
tons.
So the idea that you could walk in there and spread someone's ashes in there would be, I don't know if the term illegal is the right term, but like that would be at least frowned
I think
upon.
if you need a permit, that would technically be illegal.
Yeah.
Not criminal, but
yeah, right. So I just find that to be very weird. Do I think people should be walking around throwing ashes everywhere? No.
Of course not.
Obviously not. But I was offended by everyone who was offended. It's like, what are you worried about?
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too.
Like,
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude. By the way, when we say you shouldn't be walking around, we're saying you shouldn't be throwing it in people's faces and being
Yeah.
like, "Hi, here's
Of course.
ashes." Like
Yeah.
walking into Best Buy.
Yeah, not that
Who goes
anything's
to
going to
Best Buy?
happen to you.
Yeah.
It's not as if there's things and there's going to make
That's
you
all
sick
I'm
or-
disagreeing.
Yeah.
But if you're going, if you look around and there's no one within 20 yards of you, and you're not going ashes, and throwing them everywhere,
You're not going to Big Lebowski this thing.
Yeah.
You're just spreading the ash.
Yeah.
Who are you hurting, man?
Yeah, it's wild.
Nobody.
It's pretty crazy. All right.
Oh God, I'm mad.
Well, not a lot of conflict between us there, but
Yeah,
that's what I had.
But there is a certain like, I don't know what it, but some things like that, getting mad about it only, like when we talk about like politics and stuff, I'm mad and I'm frustrated and I'm yelling, whatever. That I just feel so comfortable with how mad I am about it that I'm just like, that's dumb. Y'all are dumb.
How about this? It's probably almost impossible to really like gauge like what the thing is, but doesn't it feel like there's just some things that feel very common sense,
Yes.
like this particular thing, right? That a lot of people don't agree with us on that.
Yeah.
What do you think that difference is? Where did that difference come from? Like, I'm sorry, if anyone I knew or didn't know did that, I wouldn't be wound up about there's no impact on the environment.
Yeah.
There's no impact on me. It's somehow like, I think the same people who are worked up about that probably have a problem with women breastfeeding in public.
100%. 100%.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
a perfect comparison. It's
like,
because it's just like what you're mad about is that you were quote unquote confronted with something you weren't prepared to confront that day.
Yeah.
And you don't have the A, empathy, B, basic ass critical thinking,
Yeah.
C, emotional restraint to give it 5 seconds of thought and be like, oh, that's a grieving family grieving in a way that doesn't, if anything, they should be mad at like, not like you could fuck that up as far as
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
concerned.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
the one who
yeah,
could
yeah.
be a dick to
Totally.
them. They're not being a dick to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Same with the breastfeeding thing. They're not doing anything to you. It's the assholes who go up and say, "My husband is." Someone told me about that.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah, yeah.
husband shouldn't see this. Like, well, your husband's a fucking idiot. If he can't,
Totally, 100%
if he
an
can't
idiot.
handle a boob sort of out, then he's a fucking terrible husband.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
terrible
shit like
husband.
that.
You're a bad wife.
So all it is
if
like
you're fucking winding him up or winding anybody up because
Yeah.
you don't want your husband to see a
100%.
fucking nipple.
I think that, and you're not even gonna fucking see a nipple probably, but like it's just, I think it's people who are like, I am here. This is my world.
Yeah,
this is
my space.
my trip.
Yeah, right.
I am at Machu Picchu. I am in Cracker Barrel where this lady's breastfeeding. I am.
Nobody is
Because that happens
breastfeeding.
at Cracker Barrel.
I was thinking
All
nobody would.
I don't know.
Tom.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
All
There's
the
different
time.
ways.
If Ashley Braswell was here right now, she would
Braswell would
confirm.
be like, I've never waited on a table where someone wasn't breastfeeding.
Yeah.
By accident somehow.
I think Denny's has breastfeeders. I think Cracker
You
Barrel
know
doesn't.
Cracker Barrel?
Do they have breastfeed?
No, I'm not.
saying.
No, I'm not saying it's like a tradition.
I feel like that's like a more
a tradition.
I feel like it's
okay,
like a.
okay, it's Cracker.
It's a conservative
Cracker
place,
Barrel is
so that's-
first of all, the fact that crackers in the name just always is delightful. Is that Kyle Kinane's joke that he says?
I have no.
Kyle Kinane. I think it's Kyle Kinane. He says
Nope, it's Dave Attell.
if you masturbate into a Confederate flag and,
And
bury
bury
it,
it.
a Cracker Barrel grows.
6 months. Yep. It's one of the best jokes
That
ever
is
written.
a phenomenal
That's amazing.
joke. But
David
but it
Tell.
is a weird sort of mix of like conservative 1,000,000%, but it's like family. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like family conservative. So maybe not as much.
I
but
think it's
general
not so
store.
much.
It's because it literally is a general store. But have you not been to one?
To Cracker Barrel. Yeah, I've been to a Cracker
been to
Barrel.
Cracker Barrel?
Of course, I've been to a Cracker Barrel.
I mean,
like twice.
it was not a foregone
I don't know,
conclusion.
twice. I don't know. I don't.
So
it's not my
yeah,
jam.
I could go. Ashley. It would be nice to have Ashley right
Yeah.
now. It would always be nice to have Ashley. This
It would
be
always be
particular-
nice to
She
have
could have her own corner. She'd probably have a hot take about it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's crushing it out there.
She is. She's doing great.
I'm very happy for her and really want her on this show.
No. We may take a break, or we could talk about SNL. I don't know. We're covering some ground we already covered. You kind of okay
I don't feel
with
the
it?
need to talk about SNL.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
SNL, they just did their 50. I'm going to talk about it. We did their 50th anniversary. I'm just kidding.
No,
yeah.
what happened is you just found out how much you wanted to.
Yeah.
So
no. I mean, it was a little bit of the joke, but
okay.
No, we don't have to talk about. That's another time. We'll take a break again to reiterate.
So we're gonna have two.
I blew
This is gonna
the pooch.
be breaks for days.
I know. I messed up and I screwed up the first half.
Wait,
of the
you
recording.
blew the pooch? You just said you blew the
I blew the
What? Is that a phrase?
You heard screwed the pooch, which is already
heard
kind
that,
of gross.
yes.
But which, if you think about it, that is fucking a dog. That's already bad. But
yeah, at what point is this worse?
I know, but like you got like
It is worse, actually.
It's worse because screwed the pooch is already a phrase. It's just there, ready,
Yeah.
and you don't really think about it. You were actively like, I'm going to give this dog a blowjob. You modified the phrase for your own ends.
This is how badly I feel about having messed up the first recording.
We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Zoning Out podcast presented
shit,
by
we're
the
back.
Comedy Zone. We are.
Made it back.
We are. And by the way, since everyone's just back now, one of the hosts of this podcast has a really big show coming up this Friday, and I think we need to talk about it.
Yes, we do.
It's you,
Talk
Jordan.
about
He's
it,
look
Jordan.
at Jordan. He's like adorably.
Wait, this Friday I have a big
Isn't
show?
it this Friday? Next
The
Friday.
Trey Crowder thing is Sunday.
Sunday.
This
I don't know what I'm talking
Sunday.
about.
Yeah, but I mean, shout out to Mont Creamer. I'm headlining
Yeah.
his room on Friday, so that's the important
I was trying
show.
to be sweet and like
I
catch him off
appreciate you.
guard. Sorry
I
about that,
appreciate
man.
you.
Sunday, of course. That's a
Yes.
big deal. It's a big show. Tell everybody about it.
I'm hosting the show for Trey Crowder at Night Theater here in Charlotte. Absolutely will be the biggest
Mad
crowd
jealous.
I've
Mad
ever
jealous.
performed in front of.
I mean, it's second maybe biggest sort of in terms of at least the name in Charlotte, like that
What would
theater,
be-
Night Theater,
what would be-
Blumenthal, the main Blumenthal.
That is the main Blumenthal room.
No, that's the more modern one. The Blumenthal is across the street and up the road.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, not to cut it down. Thanks, Jonathan.
No, I just thought because that's all part of Blumenthal.
Yes,
It
it
is
is
a
all part of Blumenthal.
yes.
But the main, I don't know
maybe
what.
I've never been to that then because I always
I think
think
it's
of
the Belk Theater
Night
is what I'm
Theater is
thinking
like
of.
I think of Night Theater as like it.
Yeah, I mean, and you're not wrong. That's why I said it's up there.
What's
it's like
the
one of,
McGlowan's a little bit smaller.
it's a little smaller. I think Belk is the big theater. That's where I saw Hamilton. Was at Belk's. At
Okay, yeah, I
Blumenthal.
think you might
Yeah.
be. And
Oh
then
wow,
I think-
I'm putting two. I've completely conflated both of those places my whole time of knowing about
Yeah.
them existing.
Yeah,
So you're just in the night. So.
Okay.
it's a
Alright.
huge deal. I'm really excited. That's the same. Yeah, we shot Hunger Games there. That's where all those for the first Hunger Games. That's where all those scenes where they're on stage with Stanley Tucci and all that was on Night Theater.
Just couldn't.
Had to drop that. Had to drop that name. Well, Trey Crowder's a really funny comic, so good for you, man. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
I'm
that's
very
amazing,
excited,
dude.
so I'm looking forward to it. And I'd be remiss to not mention that, but right before that show, I'm on Johnny Millwater's cruelty-free comedy
Yeah.
show at Bizart Theater. That's at 6 p.m. The Trey Crowder show is at
Nice.
8 p.m. So get my reps in.
Hardest working dude in Charlotte.
It's
I'm sorry,
frustrating.
that's
It's
just
annoying.
the truth.
It's annoying.
If I had a show with the Night Theater, I'd be like, yeah, I can't do that other show. I got to
Yeah,
get ready
for
for
real,
this show.
dude.
But you're doing it.
You're just.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Okay, well, but why? Though?
Why not? Because I would want
But
to
they
get
don't
my-
overlap.
No, I would probably do it. I was
would
just being
not.
funny.
I
He
would
wouldn't. I
100% would
probably
not.
would.
Okay.
No, if you got it's you make obligations, you got to follow through.
Yeah.
So
Plus, I mean, again,
Wait,
after
was just trying to be funny.
after the show we had with Spielberg a few days ago, or
Yeah.
a couple of days ago, I mean, I already know what my 10-minute set is.
yeah, buddy.
Like I've got it
Crushed
established.
it.
So I'm
Crushed
just
it.
gonna run that one back.
So you had let's talk about that real quick. Mike Spielberg had
Oh,
a
yeah.
great the Supper Jam. There was a band Solar Vans was a band. They were really good. They were a lot of
Very,
fun.
very good. I was impressed.
Yeah.
And surprised. I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised. I was not expecting it to sound that good.
That's great.
It was
You guys
impressive.
know Ted Lasso? Do you remember in that scene? I believe it's the first season of Ted Lasso, probably episode 4, where the Robbie
Sounds
Williams.
like you're sure that it's episode 4.
Pretty close, yeah.
That's a specific thing.
They have the big fundraiser, and then the Robbie Williams can't make the show, so they pull in
been a
the
hot minute.
raconteur from who's busking, and they bring him on stage. They
Right.
sound so much like that guy. All right, I might be
It's a
on
great
my own
show.
on that one. But
It's a great
yeah.
show. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it was really good. So let's see. So I hosted that, and then it was J.D. Colwell, and then it was Joy Wills, Jordan Sendry, and then Mike Smeenberg closed it out.
I didn't realize there was that many people.
Yeah, and this band they opened up before I even got on stage, and then they were in the middle, and then at the end they played again, and Mike went out and played with them. And then we were recording.
Yeah, it's recorded and probably will be submitted to Sirius XM.
Yeah.
If Mike's manager or whatever his
I think
title
they're
is.
associates.
Associates,
yeah.
whatever. Yeah, he was recording for his record label. I have the business card in the car, so I don't remember what the record label is. But anyway, I took that seriously because I would love to be submitted to Sirius XM. I could definitely use that.
All 10 minutes of that is going to get used. I would be hard pressed not to believe that. He crushed, dude. He stole the show,
Amazing.
man. Really, really
I
good stuff,
appreciate
man.
that. Thank
Heck
you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Also, I can
usually
tell you, Jason is not telling you the complete truth. There was one lull. Like my joke about the Nissan Altimas, that wasn't quite.
That
didn't quite go. I love that joke too, but it didn't work with
Did
them.
it not?
Nah, it was a little bit compared to the rest of the set.
All
That
right.
was definitely the part where I was like, I wish I would have done something else right there.
Interesting.
Do you think that is like a little like I know I always go here, but do you think that's a little more of like a black joke?
No, I think it's probably more of a younger demographic joke.
Okay.
I think had it been, all respect due to Speenberg's audience, I think had it been more around mid 30s, maybe late 20s, I think that would hit better.
It's a millennial joke.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's such a. It's
Because
really
as soon as
funny.
I opened
Your
it up
tags
and
are
I said I
expired.
was on Reddit, right there, I was like, oh no, that's I lost it.
That's great. No, it was fantastic. I stand by what I said. All right, so we were talking about you when you were younger and your mom.
Yeah.
You okay?
We did, yeah.
He just ripped a bong hit there. If you guys
Yeah,
aren't
that
paying
was
attention,
Food.
you don't get off until you
Food
cough.
kicked in.
The food kicked in. That's right.
That's
Very
so
nicely done.
inside.
That is really inside. baseball.
Unless someone listened to that episode and remembers that specific part.
Have you in an effort to lose weight? John, you're a pretty thin dude. I mean, you have a past.
I do have.
You got a chubby past.
Jordan used to be a fat fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
Have you ever done? Or you don't have to answer this. Or are you open to ever taking Ozempic?
No.
No. Oh, that was quick.
And that's why I have strong feelings against it, because I had to do it the legit way. I walked on the treadmill at like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and counted points for Weight Watchers. And you lazy jerks are just shooting up
Well, think about this.
to lose weight.
Because I don't do it
awesome.
either and wouldn't. To be fair, I am kind of lucky metabolism wise, so it's not really something that I've had to worry about, and exercise pretty much takes care of.
Yeah, you should
all of
probably
it.
eat a hamburger, to be honest. But go on.
Okay. And
I mean, I'm with them, but yeah.
I'm hot.
We're a little worried about
but
you.
Anyway, I don't remember what I was going to say. The thing with Ozempic that like you get to know that you are in a better spot than is that Ozempic is not like, you're not like building muscle. You're not like, you know what I mean? Like all the other things that go along with exercise, all the actual, like, not actual, because losing weight is a health benefit in and of itself and depending on your situation. But like all the other things that go with nutrition and exercise and stuff, you're not getting that from Ozempic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. They're not. That's why they're over here walking around looking like I've said they look like skinny pit bulls. Like you just said, like those jaw, like their head doesn't get smaller. It's just their body, so it looks unbalanced.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I could point someone out. Sounds like you can.
Yes,
Point one. Come on, the famous person who you don't care about.
No. It's not famous person. It's my friends.
All right,
That's
say your friend's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now I can't prove it, but I'm looking at him. It's like you took Ozempic, didn't you?
Wow.
I'm not gonna say anything, but like there's some people I look at. I was like, yeah, I see it.
I know.
all.
I know. Go ahead, Jonathan.
You also another like benefit to that happening is you get to like feel. You
Superior?
get to feel the superiority
There it
that
is.
you didn't do that. There's something nice. I kind of feel that. I'm like, yeah, that's cool for you guys. I'm actually like running and stuff, but that's fine.
I was ripped at one point. I was just starving. That was all it was. I just worked out a lot and starved.
The
myself.
reason that I work out a decent amount is so that I can eat like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
It's the right way to be.
I eat pretty decent during the day mostly, but like at night I am a filth monster of macaroni and cheese and candy and all that kind of
Sounds
stuff.
to me like
100%.
you're just living your best life.
It's
That's what it
fucking
sounds
awesome,
like.
dude. Because I am genuinely healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm like eating this nightmare stuff. It's fantastic.
No, I'm 1,000% with you.
Yeah.
That's
So
exactly why
we
I do it.
walked to the store to get candy one time.
Yes.
Yeah,
It
I
was my
didn't.
idea.
I didn't. I stayed drinking at the bar.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember? That's
I
actually
do.
a
Is
real
that
thing.
what was happening?
Yep.
You were drinking.
I was like, you guys go ahead, figure it out. I think you guys were going to get food also, if I remember correctly.
Is that the same? The same.
Pretty
time?
sure it was the same time.
This is hilarious for people who are like, "What the
Yes.
fuck are they talking about?"
Yes,
Weed.
actually.
we done
Yeah.
We were in
cocaine.
LA.
That was the same night. I don't know if it was the exact same walking trip, but yes, that
It was nice to have the candy once.
Oh, for sure.
Once again,
For sure.
Do y'all get munchies like real bad?
Yeah.
I do
actually-
like crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's part of it. I smoke weed like not every night, but like a good bit of nights.
Yeah.
And
I used to. I just don't anymore.
I don't
for
during the
whatever
day
reason.
almost ever.
My favorite thing I used to have just a joint sitting in here.
Yeah, I
basically.
actually remember.
Yeah,
you
and
having
it's
it,
just I mean half a puff, like just a tiny
Yeah,
little
that
thing. I
wouldn't
would
do it for me.
I'd giggle and then go to sleep in 30 minutes. I was hysterical for the last 30 minutes of being awake. It was amazing.
That's kind of great.
Yeah, I loved every minute of it. But yeah, I just got out of the habit, so I'm just kind of
Yeah, it is what it is.
yeah. So one of the things about Ozempic where this topic came from was one of the, I only do headlines. So the headline was Ozempic is
you're fitting right
starting
in
to
with no,
everybody
not
else
quite.
in America. It's if affecting relationships because there'll be
Ozempic
like
is affecting relationships.
yeah, because one or both of them is taking Ozempic and it lowers your libido,
Oh right. Yeah.
men and women. So there's
All
a lot
right.
of them going. They want it.
It's a little
and the
bit
other
of
people are
it's a
like,
little bit monkey's
letdown.
paw situation, right? That like ironic consequences.
Well,
of-
so here's the thing. I want to be fair
Yeah.
to those Ozempic takers.
So far, you
here.
have not
Okay,
been.
you have been
No, okay, well,
really
fine.
hard
Let's-
on them. That's fair.
I felt like I was just being honest, but okay. But
Kinda
to be
makes it worse.
fair,
Go ahead.
I've like
I was just being
seen-
very sincere when I was calling them pieces of shit.
No, because I've kind of seen like 'cause I've told you I'm pretty much like chronically on YouTube. Like I watch a bunch of stuff on YouTube, so I've seen like a couple like bodybuilders talk about when they're doing their show prep and they're like getting into insane low levels of body fat.
Right.
That kills their libido. And
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
yeah. So in for hearing that, I'm
Oh,
not
that's interesting.
convinced it's the Ozempic so
Now I'm
much
a
as
little- I'm a
like
little nervous now.
losing a lot of fat. Yeah, no, because that can throw off like your testosterone and stuff.
Yeah.
Once you
I'm
get to,
horny
like-
all the time. Does that mean I'm fat?
Yes.
I'm fat and horny? God. That's,
But it's true. It's like once you drop past like a certain level of body fat, like
And what is that percentage?
It has to be like
According to
super low.
YouTube?
I think
Okay.
it's like
All right, we're good.
you're like you have to be like below 8. Like it's like
Oh no, I'm
very,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling good
Once
about
upon
my
a time,
percentage,
maybe.
but not that.
Yeah. So,
Interesting.
So I don't know. It could be those Ozempic, or it could just be like
Wait.
you don't have a lot
Do
of
you have
fat
to
on
go to the doctor? How do you figure out what your percentage is?
There's a you don't
Yeah.
necessarily have to go to the doctor.
I am curious. Now I'm curious.
You can go to the Y. They have like one of those machines.
What does
that,
it do? Just grab your belly? What is?
No, I think
Like,
it's
honestly.
like they
It's a
use
little
like
more than
electric,
Yeah.
magnetic something, and then I think they take measurements of you, and then they combine all of that data, triangulate all of that data to like give you your body fat percentage. I've
I'm
heard
curious.
the most accurate. I'm sorry, listeners.
Do it.
y'all don't
I love
care
it.
about this
No,
at
let's
all.
do it, 'cause I have
heard the
thoughts.
most like accurate way is like you have to like submerge yourself in water. Like there's
Yeah.
some way to
I've
measure it
actually
like that,
heard
and
this.
that's the most accurate way. But
yeah,
that's
I'm not looking for precision.
I was about
just
to say
wanted to-
that's expensive. So you can just
Yeah,
go to the
find
Y
out.
and get it done pretty cheaply. and be accurate enough.
Do you know what yours is?
Do you know what yours is?
I haven't. Mine's been last time I did mine was like over a year ago, so I don't know what I am.
Well,
what
now. Were when you did? What were you?
I think I was above 15 actually.
Really?
I think I was between like 15 and 20
That's kind of surprising to me actually. Or I mean, I guess I just don't really know.
Yeah.
I guess I just don't know like what's like sort of like normal if you don't really like exercise or anything, but you don't like you're just kind of like sedentary, but like you don't eat a ton, like just kind of average whatever. Like, what's the like average sort of whatever? Do we know?
I'm looking here
for what you just described. I guess it's probably 15 because I think your abs start to show around 12.
Okay.
All right. So it's if you I'll jump in. Based on a quick Google search, the healthy range for body fat percentage varies depending on age, sex, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
It says men, 12 to 20%, young adults, 18 to 24%, middle-aged adults, 21 to 27%, older adults.
Okay.
12 to 20, young adults, 18 to 24, middle-aged, 21 to 27, older. Those are really sort of random numbers a little bit. Anyway.
Science, you know.
Yeah. But I don't know.
What was the one where it says your abs start to show?
I think it's 12. I think around 12% is when.
That's for men, by the way. Women, I don't mean to exclude.
Probably a little
women.
Higher, right?
Definitely higher.
Yeah. So women is 20 to 30% young adults, 25 to 31% middle aged, 28 to 34 older adults.
Yeah.
Athletes, it says lower body fat percentages may be appropriate, such as 6 to 12% for men and 14 to 20% for women.
Now I'm very curious. I want to know.
I feel like I'm not on this chart. If I had to guess, because here's the thing, this is a real thing that I've dealt with before, is that all the charts, I am just don't so really, wonky that they
don't really apply.
They don't apply to me at all.
Yeah. Wait, never mind. I'm recording. I just remember I asked ChatGPT. It did give me a number based on like measurements.
Oh, okay.
But I can't look at it.
I might try that.
You want to punch it in here?
No, because I don't remember my measurements.
Oh, okay.
But like,
all right, I was helping.
Yeah, like no, I appreciate it, but no, yeah. ChatGPT will tell you like measure like certain parts of your body and it'll kind of give you.
I might try. It just out of curiosity, and out of just pure like
vanity,
self-esteem and like whatever it is will dictate how I feel about myself.
Yeah,
I will. I'd be remiss if I did. The irony of Ozempic being there to like make you lose weight and to be attractive.
Well, that's what we were talking.
And then
what I was saying. The monkey's paw. The like ironic
really
consequences.
Funny.
Yeah, but
like,
again,
hot, but I don't want to do anything.
I think maybe like some people like overdo it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you read? Does it say like it happens like immediately, or is it like after?
It didn't have that in the headline.
Yeah, because I'm wondering like if you just do it to lose like 10 pounds or whatever, and you're like,
I can say this: there's a girl that my niece, she goes to Alabama, and she's in like a sorority there or whatever.
Roll
and
Tide.
she's got a friend, Roll Tide. So she's got one of her friends takes it, and it's like I've seen.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
Why'd you start laughing?
Why'd you start laughing?
Why'd you start laughing?
Because of
while
course.
you said that's not funny.
Of course that would happen. Because they like those kind of sororities have so much pressure. Like I've heard, maybe this is unfounded, but I've heard like the test that they would do is like having a woman sit on the dryer, and like if too much like shaking is happening, then they're too fat and they're not going to get in.
I don't think that's true at UNC. I'll just say that.
That's crazy.
I was going to say, so my niece is
no, it's crazy that you said that.
Wow.
I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
There's no editing happening on this.
Our editing machine's broken.
But I know this. I don't know this person, but I've seen pictures of a lovely, attractive young woman who absolutely has no reason to do it, but she takes it, and I think it's just this pressure. So, it's like the darker side of all this. It's like, you don't need it.
So what do you like?
I hope no one of them, they're not listening, so it's fine. I don't want them.
So Jordan, you're like kind of like fuck that. Anti, more or less, unless it's like for diabetes,
somewhat comically.
Of course,
yeah. Okay, so you're like you're kind of like you don't love it when people do it for like looks and all that. Okay, where I'm at is I'm like I don't mind it because of I get to be proud that I'm not doing it, which is lame, but
it's pretty lame.
I'm just being honest. Jason, where are you at? Like, what's your thought? What's your opinion?
I think it used appropriately. Why not?
What does that mean to you, though? Appropriately,
like you said, if someone, let me put it this way: like I struggle a little bit with the vanity of the world that we live in, especially as the person that I am. It's sort of like kind of see people who they are, and that's okay. But also, I do think that be healthy, be have convictions and work out and like, you know what I mean? So I'm a little like, you know, if you're a healthy person, maybe you don't need it. If you are an unhealthy person, and that kickstarts you getting into a healthy world, it makes sense to me. If you need it because of a medical issue, that makes sense to me.
So how about,
don't abuse it.
What do you guys think about like someone who is, you know, an actress trying to do it, trying to make it for real, right? And they're like, you know, the standards for that are just stupid. Like they're just offensively stupid.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what would y'all think about, like, not that we, disclaimer, none of what we think really matters and all this, but just, you know, like someone who is in good shape, does look good, all that, wanting to be like, but if I want this level of movie role, I need to lose this much more. Like what, like, to me, I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm not saying it's healthy or a good thing to do, but I would be like, do what you got to do. You know?
If you're not hurting yourself, if you're not hurting someone mentally and sort of physically, do what you got to do. Like I'd be, if someone was like, it's 100% going to be safe.
Yeah.
Do it. Don't abuse it.
Yeah. Let's
go.
say that. Let's say that. We're I'm not talking about becoming like dangerously, perilously, although that probably is a risk in those situations. But like, and I feel this way about like plastic surgery and stuff too. I'm like, listen, the standards are insane. If you want to get little nips and tucks here and there, do your thing.
I don't have a problem with it, actually.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah. So I think for stuff that can't be undone, like plastic surgery, and I especially hate veneers, but at the same time, I recognize I do. You
brought them up. Yeah.
I recognize, you're in Hollywood. Yeah. Maybe you feel like you have to do that. I mean, that's a completely different thing. To your first point of like losing a bunch of weight for a role.
That's not actually what I meant. I didn't mean like Christian Bale, like losing weight for. I meant like trying, you know,
turning over every stone.
Right. Yeah. Trying to do everything you can do to make it in an almost impossible to make it thing.
Yeah.
To me, I'm kind of like, as long as you're not taking this medicine away from people with diabetes.
Okay, so maybe I'm still not quite understanding. Are you saying that like I'm a struggling actor trying to make it, or am I doing this for a very specific role?
You're a struggling actor trying to make it, and you like know, and you like have a sense of like where exactly you need to be, where this person is, and you're
because I think there is a metric,
right?
There is.
I'm sure, and you're looking, you're in the audition waiting room, whatever, and you're looking, and you're looking at him, you're like, I know 4, 5, 6 of these people, at least in this room, are doing this, are using Ozempic. Yeah. I look good. I'm not good. Is the everyone? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look good to me, but I know that like if I really want to compete with these people on the other side of the room, I got to get to a certain thing, and maybe I take this little shortcut. I don't mean that in a demeaning way. Maybe I take this little shortcut just to get me to where I am because I want this career so bad. And I'm a great actor. I've put in all the work in all the right ways, except this one thing.
And outside of it being practically hard on your body,
right?
You're like, oh, I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be this, but it's not going to be unhealthy. You're not going to be damaged.
Yes, I'm talking about like where you don't need it.
Yeah,
but and you're not going to be unhealthy, but it is a little edge to get you in the door. Like to me, I'm like, if you're not hurting yourself, if you're not, if there's not a supply shortage where you're fucking over people who truly need it, do your thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And in that case, I'm a little more on board with it because then,
especially as a woman, because it's just like the standards are just fucking
because you're fighting for your dream at that point. Exactly. This isn't just about.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to. You put it in the word.
Yeah. No. In that case, I can. All right. Fine.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's not bad. I get it. Because that's what we're all doing. If they were like, you got to weigh this much to be a comedian.
Yeah. Right?
You guys would figure that shit out.
We're all going to be doing stuff.
Wait, in what direction?
You must be at least 190 pounds. I'll be like, shit, well, I'm going to be a bowling ball.
Bowling ball.
All right, how about this one?
How's juggling going, by the way?
Don't you worry about how juggling's going.
What? Yeah, we haven't had a juggling of it.
I just thought ball and then put me there.
Give me a couple weeks and then I may have something to show you guys.
Okay, so he hasn't started. Is what we're not even
I have started, but I will say that
broke all the windows.
I'm behind where I thought I was going to be right now.
Where did you think think you were gonna be?
Better.
That was a good question.
Because I already thought I had some skills that I don't.
What did you think you were going to be able to do by February 18th,
Yeah.
2025?
Well, honestly, like, not that I couldn't. I could do a little bit of juggling.
What is a little bit of juggling?
I could juggle for 15 seconds.
with 3, 4, 5,
3,
2.
Yeah,
I could
and then
do 2.
this. So I was like going to the basics, and the basics were like helpful, and I was like, oh, this.
There's like a little booklet.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
booklet.
yeah,
in
there is,
So
yeah.
yeah, so to me, it's been like. I haven't done it as much as I wanted to, so my discipline's a little bit bad. So my point is, listen, I'm gonna be exposed if I.
It's still the funniest thing.
Shit on this one
on the planet.
So let me get off of that topic. So how about this? There's been 2
The
different
fact that
things.
you're insecure about it is even funnier, by the way.
know.
You're like, listen, guys, I know I said I was
I know
going
I
to be
said
a
I was gonna
certain
be
way
good
at juggling, and you guys would think I was super cool if I was at this one point. But don't worry about it. I'm not there yet. I'll
Catching
get
up.
there, and then you guys will think I'm cool, like I know that you will if I'm good at
Get
juggling.
out of my head,
That's
Jonathan.
the energy.
Get out of my head right now.
Jonathan,
So
can I, go ahead.
Go. No, go
No,
ahead.
no, please.
Can I ask how much do you weigh?
Last I checked, 165.
Okay. Would you scale up to 190
For
to get more comedy opportunities? Not like
would I have to? Would it be?
no. Here's
Like
like
let myself
Just the
go
number.
a little bit.
Just the number.
no. Oh no.
No,
Not just
I'm
number.
sorry.
No, it
George,
has to
George,
be.
yeah.
You have like a month to do this, so there's no way this is going to be all muscle.
Yeah.
You are going to be
Well, but does
jumping.
it? Is it? Let's refine it a little bit though. Like, what do they want me to be? 190? Do they want jacked 190, or do they want a little bit?
Yeah, let's say
squishier
they
190?
have like the like
What are they
Jonah
looking for?
Hill theory. They don't think
Okay.
skinny people are funny.
Okay, got
Like,
it. Got it.
Yeah.
Would I do it? I mean, how? Like, tell me what this opportunity is. You know what I mean?
Let's just say it's actually not that big. Let's just say it's more feature work in general.
No.
Okay.
Really?
More feature. Is there no other way for me to get there?
I mean,
That's the
there
first
is, but
step.
we don't know what the road is or how long it might take.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Step 1 is 190, right? That's what you're saying. You get to 190, you get the feature work, and then maybe it goes.
You're
from
saying like if you don't do this, you're not going to advance. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think I'm trying to make a parallel between what you were just saying about
It
like,
will give me an edge
it will,
if I get up.
It will
to
make you
190.
competitive.
It'll make me
Like how you were saying, the people in the audition room,
Yeah.
if you lose the weight, you're
Okay.
more competitive now, but you're
Yeah.
not guaranteed to get it. You're just more competitive.
I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. It depends how much of an edge it would give me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we not think that like athletes and that do this shit every day?
Do what shit?
Become bulk up in
spend it-
certain specific places that
Of
you
course.
need to yeah.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So this isn't that far fetched of a concept that we're talking about, right?
Well,
now.
I'm talking. Well, but to me, what this is implying to me is that I have to like what I've been kind of proud of like working on in the last year or so. I would then have to kind of like
Exactly.
undo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a tough thing to
Yeah.
to do. I would be bummed about that. But if it was going to give me a significant leg up, I would give it some thought at least. I don't know, man. How about you?
Well, what's the number?
What do you mean?
Because
What's the
I'm
weight?
190 now. So
Okay,
like, what's the number?
30 pounds heavier, but it's not muscle. 25,
Oof,
30
that's
pounds.
that's probably looks
That's
more,
essentially the question.
that's
what's
it's
being
a lot
asked.
more on you
And-
than where you're at.
And I would be very bummed if I to have to do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be
If it
honest.
happens, it happens. But like,
I don't think I could.
I don't think I could do it either, man.
Like
Wow.
mentally, just
Now-
because of like
This is a moment. We have talked about a number of things that have been would you rather's comedy related, and you guys have given up a lot of shit
Yeah.
to get to the comedy apex. And right now, you guys are like, nah, my weight is the deal breaker.
I feel good, man. Like I just feel
This is
really
interesting.
good, and it's not just a look. I do like kind of how I look compared to how I do, but like I just
Fucking
feel
vain
I-
motherfucker.
Well, no,
whatever.
because of his
But
point.
I feel like it just feels good, man.
Yeah.
Like, I am generally like my days feel better, and like when I run a bunch and stuff, it's a good feeling, and it would bum me out big time to lose that.
Yeah.
But also, the looks thing is a thing. But
because more than that, I remember when I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. And it's like it's like, I don't want to like put too fine a point on it, but like that would suck. I would be unhappy about doing that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a point at which like it's going to get you this much of an advantage. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it's like you do this, all of a sudden you're vastly increasing your chances of headlining across the country.
You know,
I can't lie. Now this is like a guarantee. Like, for example, like we get to go on tour with somebody and they're like an egomaniac, so we just can't look better than them. But we're definitely going on tour with this big name.
All right, fine. I'm gonna amp it up because this is actually a really good Would You Rather.
Yeah.
And I actually don't mean this in like it's only gonna sound bad, but you guys know Ralphie May, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Ralphie May was a very large dude, and I think he struggled with his weight and things like that. And if you had to be that big, like kind of an exceptionally like large person to get there, because for whatever reason that was the thing that gave you stardom.
Yeah, I want to be like super careful about how I say this because like I don't think it's like bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
especially
I don't think Ralphie
with
was
someone like Ralphie May, genetics, man. There was nothing.
Yeah, of
there
course.
was nothing that he
Of
could have
course.
done to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And so it's not like I'm not making this like a quasi like moral thing. You know what I mean?
No, and it's not a huge indictment or judgment on bigger people, but it is different than your current
that's
situation.
Right. That's right. Coming from
the
the good feeling I have about where I'm at now, that would be real tough.
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
It's like the summer is giving up some of your health.
And that was the point I was going to make. It goes beyond just and again, like all respect due to, because
truly there's no actual judgment of that in any way.
Yeah, and you could be healthy at various sizes for sure, but there is an increased chance for certain things once you get past a certain point.
Yeah,
I think even Ralphie May, rest in peace. It was health issues.
Sure, that had to do
right. So like that goes beyond like I'm cutting my lifespan short.
Yeah,
I don't know what might happen now when I'm on the road, and like I got this opportunity, but I can't even take advantage of it because I'm in the hospital for whatever. So no, I don't think I could do that.
Have you ever heard any comics? I've heard multiple comics talk about they romanticize the idea of I'm gonna die in a hotel room on the road.
Fuck off.
Have you heard
insane.
That? It's kind of crazy, right?
That's
like I'm not crazy.
Dude. You're not crazy. That's you know what that is wanting to be a rock star.
It is. It's very rock star mentality.
I guarantee no one who says that would admit that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're the kind of person who's actually going to say, I want to die in a hotel room on the road because that's what an artist is.
I have heard
it's like, dude,
multiple comics. That's the goal.
You're just saying you want to be a rock star. That's all you're saying. You don't want to admit that, but that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's fucking
pretty
That's
wild.
fucking dumb. I'm going on record. If you want to die in a hotel room because you're so committed to comedy and you're living so hard and comedy's all that matters and you're the guy, fucking no.
If I'm honest,
that is stupid. You're dumb if you think that.
No, I'm with him.
I fucking hate that.
Why would you? Yeah, I don't want to die in a hotel
What's
room.
funny is that I think a lot of I feel like I just totally cut you off.
I get the like poetic idea of it, but it's a dumb poetic idea.
Most of the people that I've heard say that, I think comedy has left the range of that mentality already. Right? I think comedy has changed, I think by the way, I think May is 11 years from now.
Oh, you said, damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're saying that's not really like part of the ethos.
It's not anymore. I don't think. I think of the first 3
like
or 4
an 80s,
years
90s
and the people that I look.
No, that's not.
Oh,
I wasn't saying
that.
I was saying like that energy, that like.
Yeah, because it kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Some of the guys that I talked about.
I'm drinking, I'm smoking.
Yeah,
like staying up late, sitting at the. I feel like it's the same guys who like would be obsessed with the idea of sitting at like the table at the cellar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure.
Which like,
well,
let me finish my thought though. Like,
finish with that.
But you wouldn't want to do it just for the sake of that's what you're doing, just for the sake of look how cool this is.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I think those people would have that. They want to be at the table to be at the table.
I aspire to be at the table because I'm good at comedy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not because it's
you
cool
want to be
at
at the table because of what that represents.
Yeah.
for everything
Because
else.
you earned
don't
it.
wanna just
and
be
you
at
didn't
the
take a
table.
shortcut by taking Ozempic.
Okay. What if there was comedy
Yeah.
Ozempic? What if there was like a pill you could take that would make you funnier?
No.
It would make you funnier though.
I think this is an AI question. This is like, could you just cheat and have AI do everything for you, and then we just ride
Okay.
that? No, that's a
but
no
if
for
you
me.
could be on you will be you guaranteed you'll be funnier. 45% of all comedians are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
That changes things.
that's
a
what
little
I'm
bit.
saying.
Yeah.
If everybody's
That's a
doing
lot.
it,
That's the thing with the Ozempic thing too. Is like the reason that I think it's because it's like fuck. Well, y'all are all doing it. What it's steroids in sports,
In
right?
baseball,
it's
that's
like
exactly
what
what
am
I
I
was about
supposed
to
to
say.
do? Not do as good as other baseball players?
Right,
I'm gonna
right,
fucking
right,
take
right.
steroids. You know,
Sure,
I'm not
sure.
saying it's a good thing to do, but like if that is like
I'm gonna put a little bit
Yeah,
of a twist
do it,
on it.
yeah.
So just let's use steroids in baseball as the example, because steroids didn't make you hit the ball better.
Uh-huh.
It made you recover better. It made you.
Oh, really?
From game
I don't
one,
know shit
game one to
about-
game two to game 158. Your recovery time; those are the things
Yeah.
that it helped. You didn't get injured as often. If you
Yeah.
did get injured, you recovered
So
quicker.
wouldn't make you like stronger,
No.
really?
Well, so here's
Just
the
more
thing.
just more.
It's a little bit of that,
sustainable?
too.
From what I understand, how steroids works is it does help you recover better because the act of exercises, it tears down your muscles.
Oh,
so that when they recover a little bit
The
stronger.
same reason that after you work out, it's better. It's like good that you worked out no matter what you do after, but it's much better if you eat like protein. And stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's that. It's steroids is that on steroids.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's the thing. It's like steroids.
It's not the same like big bulky steroids. They're not exactly
not
the
the same?
thing.
Oh,
But
My
basically,
understanding.
you still have to put the work in. You can't just take
Yeah.
steroids and then
Of course,
just,
yeah, and
you
be
know what I'm
awesome
saying?
at a precision.
We've talked about Barry Bonds before. Steroids didn't help Barry Bonds be the best hitter to ever live.
Right.
They just made
right.
him. They just made him sort of be available.
Yeah, if
more.
I took
It's,
steroids,
you know.
I would still be so bad at baseball.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. That's a tough one. I think my biggest issue would be taking credit for work that I didn't do. There's something about that.
Well,
Okay.
here's the thing, because in this analogy, you are doing the work,
And it makes
You're
you
just like
funnier. It doesn't
better.
make you fun. If you're not funny and you take it, you're just like kind of.
Oh, okay. So it's not like I'm just plugging in.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not like this is fun. It's a boost.
Oh,
It
okay.
will give you a boost. Like for
Okay.
sure, will give you a boost that you wouldn't otherwise get. That you can maybe get.
It's a little bit of the standard,
it's
though.
the same way with Ozempic. It's
Yeah.
the same thing, and it has become. I'm going to stick with that number. 45%
Yeah.
of all comics are doing it. And you can see it. You're like, that person's taking, and not in like that's Ozempic humor. Like it's not like
right.
that would be funny though if you could
It would
tell.
be.
If you could be like,
That's an
fucking- that's an
Ozempic joke.
Ozempic
Come
joke.
on, that's
Come
bullshit.
on. No, it genuinely
I've heard
does
some
make
Ozempic
you
jokes.
actually funnier. It's still in your sensibility. It's still like nothing about it is cheap other than the fact that it is a shortcut. Which,
All right.
which is inherently cheap.
Can
you know
I?
what I'm saying?
All right. How about this?
Yeah.
Am I in this scenario? Am
Yeah.
I 18 or am I 38?
You're 38.
So
well,
I've-
actually, walk
I've
me
sort
through
of-
both. Tell me.
I
yeah.
think at 38, I've done it a certain way, and I can make certain adjustments. But I'm also the comic that I am, and I've known it this way this whole time.
it would still make
This
you a
new
better
th-
version of that comic, though. It
Yeah,
doesn't. It
there's
doesn't
something about it
inject-
being later in your career where you're like, this feels like cheating because I haven't done it before. That's where I'm struggling a little bit with it.
I kind of flip it.
Really?
A little bit. Because to me, it's like you have put in the work. You have become a great comic.
Yeah.
You have done. This is just like
Yeah.
But and I'm not even necessarily choosing yet whether I would do it or not. But like to me, that's less cheating. To me, if you're like 18, you're using it to even just start.
I was about to say, actually, yeah, I agree with that because I would probably put it in like superhero terms. Like you're not the new Spider-Man who hasn't figured out how to use his powers yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
And you're like
got
building
full
in
control
webs
of your
and-
powers, and now you're like even stronger.
It's late stage Batman. Late stage Batman's he's using everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's I'm thinking. The more we're talking about it, the more I'm kind of like, if I see 45% of fucking comedians,
everybody's doing it.
It's not going to make me sick.
It's a little bit of social media. To be
Well,
honest, it's
I
a little
was
bit of social
actually
media.
about to say
It's not a
Yeah.
bad. It's
Yeah.
not a bad comparison. So it's kind of like, yeah. What do you want to succeed or not?
I feel like there has to be a little bit of a side effect
Okay.
because Ozempic does have some. We talked about
Okay. Let's say that it makes
It makes you not want to fuck.
It makes you just the same.
Yeah, life on the road.
don't think-
Good
Makes
luck.
you- okay.
I'm not gonna take that shit.
It makes your joke writing like a significant bump. All right,
Okay.
like significantly better. Not like you're suck and then you're good, but like you're good or you're really good and then you're like really good.
Okay.
But it makes your crowd work a little worse. It makes your crowd work the same. Your crowd work goes down the same amount that your everything else goes up.
I'd be fine with that. I don't give a shit about crowd work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that hit.
I'm
and just
also
whatever
not
comes with it.
terrible at crowd work, and I think that may be why I feel that way.
Fair
No,
enough.
But
not,
then you would
not
be,
as a flex.
probably.
Yeah. But I'm like, I think I'm fine with crowd work. So I'm,
Enough that you could like stand to lose a little bit of it.
yeah.
If you're joking.
This is real. This feels real braggy right now. But yeah, I
fuck
can use
it,
a
dude.
little.
We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm pretty quick on my feet. I think
Double
so,
digits.
Yeah. I think we have an episode title.
Yeah,
Double
I
digits,
think it's
yeah.
there.
Yeah, I'm good at crowd work.
Okay, so
I had to say it officially.
you're taking
I think
comedy
I
Ozempic.
kind of think maybe I'm
given
taking
the
it.
fullness of this world
Yeah.
we've built.
I think
Yeah,
so.
this is so hilarious. I was on board from the jump.
You're just like, yeah.
You didn't have to sell me on any of this because it goes back to the earlier point. If I'm fighting for a dream,
Fighting for a dream. You're not hurting anybody. You're not making yourself sick. But
everybody
you are,
else
Guys,
also
but
has
you're
access
definitely
to
you're
it.
inviting judgment for sure,
Guys, so
if
you do
people know.
you do anything but be fat.
Yeah.
You do anything. You do anything for comedy but put on weight.
Dude, you
Again, I have like something connected to my childhood for my reason.
Jason,
Okay.
but
Jonathan is
no,
just
no,
vain.
Jason, I mean, sure, but Jason, it's what you've talked about. It's like you, like with the short thing, right? You've
Yeah.
talked about like how you're good, like you're good, you are short,
Yeah.
right? And you've always been short, and you like have developed a sense of self within that.
Sure.
And like you kind of don't care, right? Because it's like
Exactly,
it's who you
yeah.
are, right?
Mhm.
If you're not a certain way and then you are that way, and what you've said is like, you said to me, you're like, you would not be able to handle it.
Yeah.
You would lose your
Snapping
mind.
fingers
you would
and
freak
you
out.
pop in here, yeah,
right?
you can't do it.
I was a certain way and then I'm a different way that stupid bullshit culture says a certain thing.
Sure,
about,
yeah.
Right?
This is human nature.
So
it's
human
fine.
nature. Yeah. So like, I think it's that. It's like, I kind of like where I'm at. You know
Right.
what I mean? And
Yeah.
it would be to like totally undo that or totally go to a different version of myself. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude, that
There's
would be
something-
tough.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
It's like
I
if you're-
wouldn't
it's
do
like
the
if you're-
weight, by the way.
like, by
I
the
can't
way-
put 30 pounds on this frame.
You said you would not.
I
do
couldn't.
it?
No, I couldn't.
That's funny. After you
After
being
all
like, you
that?
guys would do anything but that. Huh?
Yeah.
You're like me.
Me
Neither.
too.
I
Me
also
neither. I could not do that. 30 pounds on this? Good
30
Lord.
pounds.
Well, because you've had like knee issues and stuff before, right?
I have
Hips.
to.
Yeah.
Hip issue. Okay,
Yeah.
15. Because we'll take
it on
account the
50?
hip issues, so we'll give you 15.
I mean,
It's
if
not
I'm
gonna
hon-
fuck
If
your
I'm
hip.
honest,
Yeah, enough to
I've
where
been damn near
it won't
close to
mess up your
15
hips.
pounds heavier.
Oh, dude,
right now.
I've been over 200 before.
Have you really?
Yeah, dude.
That's
I was
50.
I was
What'd you
200
say?
and I mean, this was like it wasn't like I went from that to this. Like that was I've always kind of fluctuated. That's been
That's
a thing.
a sizable flux.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
you're talking about 40 pounds, 35 pounds.
Yeah,
40
but it
pounds?
wasn't like that and then I started working out and then it's this.
Even if that's
I'm ta-
over, like
I'm talking that's a decade ago.
10 years is probably fine, I guess.
That's a long time. This is college.
Yeah.
Like towards the end of college. I think 205.
Okay.
I had some
Interesting.
I had some
You just carried some extra.
I was a little chubby. Yeah.
Chubbs McGee.
I was a little chubby.
All right. Interesting. I'm carrying weight right now. You guys want to do a would you rather? I know we're already kind of doing that right
let's
now.
do it. Yeah.
But there's one or two that all right. I'm going to do this one because
That was
it's-
fucking fascinating, by the way. That whole conversation
Yeah.
was
I
amazing.
agree.
Meta.
Excuse me, I'm burping. All right, so
We're doing it.
I'm gonna skip those two because those are for another time. So this is one that one of our mutual friends, won't say who I'm like. They love the Would You Rather, so this is really fun. But it's not the one that I have in my newsletter. So I talk about it in my newsletter about Would You Rathers, and there's one on there, but we're not going to do that one. We're going to do a different one.
Okay.
I didn't follow that at all. Go ahead.
Okay, the one we're about to do, is this the one your friend recommended?
No.
Okay.
But I was saying she loves the Would You Rathers, so she listens to it a lot. She's awesome.
I think if I'm a listener, I'm looking for Would You Rathers every episode. If I was listening to the show and there wasn't a Would You Rather, I'd be bummed.
Also, I don't know why I'm skipping her name. Hillary Staple. She's awesome.
She's great, dude.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
I had met her years ago, but just sort of met her again recently. She's fantastic.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
she's so funny. And
You know her?
Do you know Hillary?
I feel like I've probably met her before.
I hadn't
like,
seen her in years, and then I met her, re-met her recently.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, she's brilliant. She's
Anyway,
really
she's great.
funny, and and she had mentioned the Would You Rather's are kind of cool
Okay.
because
I
of
didn't
the
know she
idea
listened.
of
That's fucking great.
yeah.
Hey,
really cool.
Hillary, call in.
Call in.
Call
What's the
in
number?
and tell
What's
us.
the number?
And the number is, you can call us at 980-221-9293.
Yeah, Hillary, call in if
Be
you have
our
a Would
first
You Rather.
voicemail.
Or anything. Call in and say just the whatever.
You could be pro Ozempic. Just call.
Well, she was on a show with us,
Be
by the way.
pro-Nazi,
That's where
like,
this
do
is
whatever
coming
you
from.
want.
So we had a show
the
with
Galentine's
Hillary,
show, which was a lot of fun.
Oh,
so great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was
Skylar
really fun.
Shock, shout out.
Skylar
Shout out
Shock.
Skylar.
She's great. So anyway, so Hillary's awesome. So, and maybe she can weigh in. She can call in and weigh in on this. All right. What frustrates you the most? I want to know what gets under y'all's skin.
Okay, so not a Would You Rather.
No. I'm going to give you options.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just fucking. Go ahead.
So it is a Would You Rather. If you want to be shitty about it.
I will be.
Would you rather have one of these very frustrating things? One is bad traffic. What frustrates you the most? Bad traffic because someone was dumb. Bad internet connection, TV and computer. Okay. Waiting in lines because someone was dumb. Loud.
What is this? Because someone was dumb. Thing?
Because I don't want it to be just a random thing. I just like someone's fault. That's kind of why I'm saying
there is
that.
someone like who got in an accident, but it was because they were an idiot and they were gotcha.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You're not worried
at
about
the front of the line trying to find all the pennies in their pocket to buy the whatever.
You got it. You got it. The internet kind of doesn't count with that. Loud talkers in public or at a comedy show, / comedy show.
Yep.
Reading shit on Twitter and X, or someone is making you late.
Oh,
making
gosh.
So wait,
Okay.
reading shit on Twitter and that means like you
read it and you're like, I hate this. I'm going to throw my phone across the room. What frustrates you the most?
Just what
of all these things?
Someone making me late.
That was quick.
That feels right.
Bad traffic.
Yeah, say them again. Yeah.
Bad traffic. Bad internet connection. Waiting in lines. Loud talker, comedy show or in public. Twitter, X, social. We'll just say social media. You read it and it frustrates you to the point you can't handle it, or someone made you late. And we can go through them because to me,
all suck.
Bad
so
traffic
bad.
is it for me is something.
Traffic
It's
is
very strange that I'm a little bit of I don't have road rage, but I am.
You have a little bit of road rage. I've been with you in the car. Sometimes,
a little bit of road
sometimes
rage.
I kind of like look the other way and I'm just like, I'm gonna let him do this. For real.
It's a lot. It's a lot of what's this guy doing?
Fucking guy. What's this fucking? I'm gonna do my impression of Jason Drive. What's this fucking guy doing? You fucking asshole.
I don't curse.
And then you're like, so anyway, about the like you snap out of it. So you don't curse. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't. I do curse.
Does Jason code switch?
This fucking guy. That's what Jason says. This fucking guy.
That's a great.
Absolute sincerity.
You know, load of this guy.
Look at this fucking guy.
No, but angrily.
I got a loud bark. I do
Okay.
have a loud bark
Yeah,
when I
you
get
do.
frustrated. Bad internet connection. And TV and shit. I will lose my shit.
Me too. I hate that. So
Why
much.
won't this work?
Because
My passwords work.
Here's what
all
I
of
have
it.
yelled at my phone multiple times, especially like when music won't load. I out loud. Nora is a witness. She can attest to this. I'll go, you have one job. I've said that at my phone
Just work.
so many times. I'm
Yeah.
like, you have one job.
Okay.
Do it.
Do you have? First of all, do you have road rage at all? Do you get?
So
wound up?
no, I don't really have road rage, but I will say that one's pretty close to like someone making me late. Like I feel like those are
I mean,
pretty.
all of these
To
things
some
actually
degree.
could make you late.
Yeah.
Literally all of them.
Yeah, I guess.
The internet thing, if you're looking for
No, not the Twitter thing. The Twitter X thing. That's not
okay,
one.
fair enough.
Yeah, but yeah, but I guess maybe I'm a little too literal of the connection thing because to me, I can just turn off my Wi-Fi and then we got 5G.
Yes, you are not doing this right.
Okay, that's where my mind was.
No,
like,
you
who
cannot
cares?
get. That's bullshit, Jordan.
The idea is that you
cannot
can't get
it
on.
to work. If there's an easy solution, Jordan, what the fuck?
I
Man?
was just saying, it said Wi-Fi.
You can't. You're fucking manipulating these things in an
I didn't
annoying
manipulate
way.
that. That was literally what the sentence was.
Come on. You knew what it meant.
Okay.
Or you didn't.
Or so my point is that something gets your gets your goat.
So
sometimes waiting in line is it. It's like I don't want to be here anymore.
Yes,
I'm just getting coffee.
Same.
Yeah.
I think what it's coming down to is the internet connection thing.
Oh.
That drives me up the wall.
I love that.
But I'll tell you where I get the deepest, most like existential dread is in traffic. I will again out loud sometimes by myself in my car. I'll be like, how is this what life is? And the number of times I've said those words out loud, I'm just like, this is not what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like spending time with people and
being in nature.
and being in nature, being in fields.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like just enjoying. We're not supposed to. This is not what we're supposed to be doing. And I freak out that level. So I think probably traffic because I'll like start yelling at God. Like I just like
There is something about being in your own small room in public, but you're still in your own space.
Yeah.
There's something about that in traffic where motion is important.
Yes.
I will drive an extra 5 miles if I can just continue to drive.
Well, and there's
instead of
like,
waiting.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Like there's in all those other situations, there's a little bit of a way around it. It's like, all right, like to some degree, a little bit. But that one, like you might even have a difficult time even trying to just get off the road.
Yeah, right.
If you're
right,
just
right.
like, fuck this, I want to be done. I want to stop at a gas station. The gas station could be 400 feet away. And you can't get there. There's nothing you can do.
So Jordan, it's not even a late thing. It's just about you're in traffic.
Oh, if it's not about late thing, then I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but late for me definitely is.
And what it amps it
ends
up,
being,
but it doesn't need to be late for me.
It is. I think it is usually when I'm late. Is when traffic really gets.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
That's probably
If
fair.
it's making me late, then I'm very.
That's when I
irritated
start
by it.
yelling
If
at
I'm just
God.
in traffic, then
Yeah.
all right.
What's irritation look like for you, Jordan? You
That's a
seem
good
pretty
question.
level.
I don't know if I have seen you irritated before, but I don't know if I've ever. It's usually
He's shaking his
You
head.
know what?
Is it right now?
Seen you?
Is it right fucking now?
Oh,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. I think. Go ahead. You describe it.
When I've seen you irritated is when people are doing comedy and you don't like them.
Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
You just feel like it's fucking like
Yeah.
in fact, that is maybe by far the most irritated I've ever seen you.
I was about to say it's a lot of like screaming internally.
Yeah.
I'm not very expressive.
It shows
with it.
though
Yeah.
with comedy stuff. At least I mean I know
Yeah.
you, so maybe it doesn't show to everybody. But I'll be like, oh shit, Jordan does not like this.
Yeah, no, I've been told. Shout to Grace House. She's told me, and I'm sure she's not the only one that said it. I don't have a poker face at all.
Well, in that situation, but I feel like
Well, that's the thing. I feel like that's the thing. I'm not like very expressive, but like if you're watching me, you'll see
Yeah.
it. But I'm not gonna be like storming up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna be like.
well, maybe it's just because you're so level-headed most of the time that even a little bit, everyone's like Jordan's.
Yeah,
furious.
that's really.
just a little twitch in your eye. And
I think
everyone's
that's
like-
what it is, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like
Yeah.
for you, it's just like it's all
You're
here.
always at 0, so when you're
Yeah.
at like 10, everyone's like freaking out, whereas I'm at like 70, and everyone's like, "That's normal.
That's
That's
pretty
just how
accurate.
that's just
Yeah.
how he is."
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, that's kind of awesome, actually. Good for you, man. That's good. It sounds like you literally have a poker face, though.
Yeah, yeah, and like only at it breaks sometimes.
We got to know your tells.
The fact that it sounds
We
like
have
the
to
fact
know.
that you, it sounds like the fact that you do have a poker face is what makes that so easy to see. Does that make sense? So it's like, wow, he's always level-headed.
Yes.
So when you see even a little bit of difference, you're like, he
Correct.
must be livid.
Yep, that's what I think it is.
I think that's what it is. I think even
because I'm not sure if
subconsciously
I've
it's probably-
seen it. I'm not sure I've seen
Maybe not,
If I've
yeah.
ever recognized, ooh,
I've seen
he's
it-
tuned
I've seen
up
it a
right
few
now.
times. I've seen it a
you
few
don't like
times,
this.
but it's not. Yeah, it's not
It
dramatic.
says a lot about me
if
that
you-
he enjoys being around me, and it's usually
or
not a
that
problem.
or that he's comfortable actually being himself around me.
Okay, well,
I'll battle that out.
Your dads are getting divorced.
clearly.
You have to pick who you want to live with.
Loud talkers in public doesn't do anything for you guys.
I mean, that's annoying.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I was about to say that's not. bothering
traffic's
me
where
that
I get
much.
existential.
Matter of fact, depending on what they're talking about, I might love it. This might be a fun conversation to tune into.
All right, and then I will admit that I've told you guys before. Like I stopped listening to NPR because listen to Fox and then
Yeah,
CNN
it does boil my blood, man.
is like it raises my pulse. It's a little bit of get a little bit of the juice.
Oh, I want to find.
And then being late though is another one for you, Jordan.
Yeah,
that's
big. That's
anyone
number
slowing
one.
you up.
Yeah, and I feel like the only reason that is number one is because, all right, I'm going to be late now, and so now I'm going to be frustrated at you, and so now I have to like resolve this. Like it's going to cause another issue later that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm late because I'm stuck in traffic, well, that's all me. So once I'm
Oh,
there,
I see what you're saying. It's not putting a strain on like a relationship
Yes.
of some kind.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys want to just because you brought it up? How do I work around it sounding like a? I was somewhere where there's a lot of TVs, and I saw and some of them were on Fox News, which I really wish they would not be, but whatever. And
so you were at home.
that was
He was
funny.
definitely at home.
Oh, I was. It doesn't matter.
Orange
The
man.
point
Oh,
is,
Jesus.
look, you can see where I am.
You drink this
I just
whole
don't want to
thing.
be.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
annoying.
okay.
I'm annoying.
You drink
about
this
it.
whole thing. This,
Yeah,
This
I try to
during
drink a
the pod.
gallon a day.
So here
but during the
is what
podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
What is that? What is it called at the bottom of the screen on the news?
Ticker
The
tape?
lower. It's not the ticker because it's not like moving. It's like the lower third. The cut. Whatever the thing. It's like a
headline.
It's like a headline,
It's like a
but
mini
at the
headline.
bottom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay.
So this was on the Fox News screen, and I was just like, not that anything should ever surprise me from that, but sometimes it still just hits you. Here's literally what it says on the screen during the 5, which is
Oh, boy.
The 5 is
That
the-
show. Talk about frustrating.
Oh,
Go
that
on.
is about as frustrating as you get.
What a
Here's
piece
what it
of shit
says.
show that
I
is.
can't. I'm not making this up. Manly men have left the Democratic Party for Trump. That was on the news, quote unquote. What the fuck, dude? Like,
I think that we need to define manly men.
oh,
And why do so many
Oh.
Republicans want them?
oh, for that's a great
Just
point.
saying.
Actually. No, for that is
We want all of your manly men.
That's right. No, that's I mean that's a bigger
come on.
conversation that
Come
that
on.
absolutely feeds into that. But
Yeah.
just how fucking dumb manly men have left the, why is the, actually my question is your question.
Yeah.
Why is this a
That's not
who
them.
fucking cares?
That is literally not them. They're going, who is this gonna wind up?
Yeah.
I mean I know that.
Yeah.
and
for sure.
how dumb? It's the people watching it.
Well, I mean I know
100%.
I'm
It's
saying
not just them who's
yeah. I'm actually I know, but
Yeah.
my outrage or whatever is that how is this what
How are we here? How did we get
how
here?
are we here?
Yeah.
How are we here?
How did
Thank
we
you.
get here?
We're Fox News, an ostensibly supposed to be a real news channel. Everyone knows it's not, except for a lot of people who think it is. A fuck ton of people who think it is. But manly men have left the Democratic Party.
That's
for
just
Trump.
like a crazy article.
Yeah.
Title.
It's idiocracy. It's like it's Hulk Hogan ripping off his shirt at the thing. It's just like how is this what we're doing?
It's how about Rick from The Walking Dead?
Right.
He was the most manly man. He was the alpha, right?
go with that.
He
All
was the guy who cried. He was the guy who was most
right.
emotional.
Yeah.
It's literally
Totally,
like I've been seeing that story and who the manly man is for my entire life. It's always been the guy who is balanced,
Badass
well-rounded,
with a heart of gold.
badass with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Like literally Die Hard. Die Hard is he cries at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what they're really saying is emotionally stunted men have left the Democratic Party for Trump. That's what they're really saying.
Probably.
There are people who have this. They have anger. They have happy, but it's still kind of angry.
Yeah.
And that's all of their emotions.
Right. Well, also, and I have this is the other thing that I think gets also lost. Sometimes just a man is a not hyper masculine man.
Dude,
that's also
that's the
okay.
thing. Well,
Right, John?
That honestly, I was literally gonna say that. I know you're roasting me, but I was gonna say that. I was like, dude, I consider myself like a man. Like, I don't think of myself as not manly. I'm just like, manly is bullshit. It's not a thing.
I agree.
Manly is a totally made up bullshit concept.
Right.
Like I was.
We were talking about getting matching socks.
We are getting
fun.
matching socks.
That's fun.
I wear a Dolly Parton sweatshirt. Like, in fact, I was riding with a comic.
I thought you were going to say bra, and I was like, I don't know
well,
if that's a different thing.
But I was I was riding in a car with a comic, and
because the bra would be too big.
And we were
anyway.
Okay, and we were. Okay, and I don't know what
they can wear what they want.
They can wear whatever they want. I just
but
make
at one point, like we
it.
were talking about like. I don't know, something sort of in the macho realm or whatever. And I was just like, I don't give a shit about that. And I like unzipped the jacket I was wearing. I was like, I'm wearing a Dolly Parton sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And the person I was talking to was like, he's like a good dude, but like he was stunned. He was like, what?
Yeah.
You do what? And I was just like, yeah, cause it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm as much of a man as you are, dude.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember I won't say who it was, but I was with somebody and we hadn't seen each other in a while or something, and I described something as beautiful, and the absolute just in there, and I saw what I saw was actually growth. Was like, oh wow, you
can say that.
You can,
yeah.
That's how you just you think it's beautiful,
yeah.
And you could see that was like they don't use that word as a description for anything.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be masculine to say the word beautiful and just to. It's so fun.
All
I just
they're really
remember
talking
that. And this
about
was years ago, but it's
is repression. That's all they're.
Yeah.
It's this worship
Right.
of stifling being a whole self.
Yeah.
You know, so manly just means not being a whole person. You know, and when people who worship that concept is like, cool, you're just living a dumb, pointless, sad life.
Yeah.
Like
because I don't want this to turn into a flex but there are like, can I be all
flex,
of the
man,
things?
do it.
But I didn't want it to. But my point was like, can I be all the things?
Yes.
Can't there be moments where I am actually sure I'll fight?
Yeah.
I'm a little old for fighting right now, but I've been in fights. I also cry at movies. You know what I mean?
I would argue.
I look at my dad, who's like to me is one of the most sort of amazing human beings. Guy cries.
Yeah.
It's never even remotely taken anything away from that guy.
I would argue that you should be all of it.
Right.
That like that's. I mean, not some people are going to be in different parts of whatever spectrum, but like, I want to be all of it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be all of it. It's like
what Jimmy Valvano, right? Like laugh every day, cry every day. Like he had all.
Or
this.
Frank Ocean, the opening line of Chanel. This is a great line. It says, "My guy, pretty like a girl, and he got fight stories to tell." There
you go.
That's right there.
There you go. Yeah. I think you should be all. You can be all the things, or also not too.
Or not.
Yeah.
That's the point. Is be whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You're still a man.
right.
If you think you're a man, you're a man.
Yeah.
If how do you feel? You think inside your brain you feel like I'm a man? Then you are.
It is funny
story because it's all made up. It's all made up.
It's all made up, and it's also like I'm not in your head. I wouldn't want anybody in my head telling me what I'm thinking and feeling is not a thing. I just don't get out of here.
Yeah,
beat it, nerd.
That's exactly
like,
right. Get out of here. That's the kind of the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
it's like, why are you so mad? Why is an entire political revolution in the worst way happening based on you don't like how someone's just being?
Yeah.
That is so wild. And I do understand the psychology of it to a degree because I grew up in it and we all did to some degree. Like, it's not like I'm completely baffled, but I am completely frustrated because I'm just like, people just be who they are. It's not simple. It's not complicated. It's simple. I don't know.
Jordan, you feel the opposite though, right?
Yeah, you do think that people should be one way and one way only.
No, dude, I've teared up to Kanye music before. Like I'm completely with you. Okay, maybe
It
not
feels
the right
different
time.
today.
Yeah, but no, like My Beautiful
the same
Dark
message.
Twisted Fantasy. There's a couple tracks on there I heard for the first
I
time,
thought you were
and
saying
like
God
yeah.
featuring God. I thought or I Am a God featuring God. I thought that you were teared up to that. The fact that he
Yeezus is one
says
of my favorite.
featuring God is the funniest, coolest thing.
I won't say I miss the old Kanye.
It's hard
I
to be
do.
mad. It's so. I mean, you start. Kanye,
All right, so let's-
literally has a song called "I Am a God" in parentheses featuring God.
So I'm
It's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna write down what albums are we listening to
Yes.
because we're gonna wrap this up.
I know what mine is.
What's
I know
yours?
Mine.
Oh, I
is,
thought we were all picking one to listen to as a group. We're just
Well,
picking
yeah,
our own.
okay.
Sure, I'm
I mean,
okay
yes,
with that.
we are. That is what we are doing. I know whenever my week is.
Oh,
'Cause we'll
got
each
it.
have our own.
Oh, I follow.
Who
Okay.
wants to be this week?
Well, I mean, if you
All
already got
right.
one in mind,
Yeah,
go for
Yeah,
it.
what is it?
Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves.
Okay.
All right, I'm not surprised. That's not a slight or
yeah.
anything. Golden Hour.
Yep.
I'm just gonna type it in
Casey
here.
Musgrave.
Casey Musgraves. You
Okay.
guys know.
And
All
I'm
right,
not-
cool.
I'm-
So we're gonna
yeah.
listen to that between now and next week, and we talk again
Yeah.
on here. We're gonna talk about Golden Hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am immensely curious to know what you guys will think about it because there is so much.
I'm excited.
I don't want to give too much, but I think
Yeah, don't. I want a real real clean.
yeah. I'm not gonna say anything
because I don't know Casey Musgraves.
Yep.
So
Golden Hour, Casey Musgraves.
okay.
All right.
And then we'll take the Enneagrams.
Take the Enneagram. How to? Is
Oh,
that easy
yeah,
to find?
send-
I'll
Yeah,
send you.
send
I'll
the
send you
link.
guys a
All
link.
right,
Okay.
okay.
All right. Good. You guys good?
Yeah. Let's.
This
do
has
it.
been
Let's call
this has
it.
been fun.
Yeah.
Let's call it. We're 4 hours in, so we're
How
not.
far are we
we're
actually?
not.
No, we are about 2
We're
hours.
over
2
2
hours.
hours. Yeah,
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 well.
for sure.
That's what we do sometimes.
It's just the three of us and Hillary. That's all who's listening at this point.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hillary.
Thanks, Hillary.
I have no idea she's listening. But this is great. You guys are awesome. Glad you guys are doing well. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? Where are you guys going to be?
Where am I going to be?
Okay, I guess
Oh,
while he-
Every week.
Wobbly Butt's gone by the time this is out.
who's the headliner?
I'm sure I know.
Okay. Amazing.
I have no idea.
Okay. Anything?
That's what I got
Okay.
for
All right.
March 8th. Looking ahead,
Yeah.
I'll be in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Nice.
Next Stop Comedy.
Shout out.
That's fun.
you go.
But in between there,
You're headlining that.
I am headlining.
Good
it.
work.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
I am headlining a show at some restaurant in Uptown Charlotte. Shout out to Mont Creamer for booking me on that one.
Yeah.
So that's Friday. Saturday, Don't Tell Comedy in Greensboro.
Back to Greensboro. They love you up there, man.
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm kind of from there.
Yeah.
You are
Kinda.
kind
That's
of
great.
Yeah. And then Sunday, cruelty free comedy, hosting for Trey Crowder at Night Theater. It's a packed weekend. I like
Yeah,
it.
man.
It's incredible. Also, you missed one. Tuesday, February 25th.
New
A week from
Oh
today.
material
yeah, I
night.
meant to mention that. Oh wait, I
I didn't see you on that.
I
He got
got
bumped.
kicked off it.
He got bumped.
I got
What?
bumped.
We can talk about it too.
This guy.
I bumped him.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Yeah, it's because.
I'll tell him. And do you care?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's
Well-
really fine.
I just recognized that there weren't enough women on the show, and I think you guys have been regulars on this stuff, so
Yeah.
to some degree, and you weren't on the last one, but he was. So I was like, hey, I'd love
I
to
was
get another
totally happy
female
to
woman comic
that.
in there.
Yeah.
So yes, he was very quick to say, don't put another thought into it. So I'm fine with saying that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because we had a whole conversation about it last week. But new material night at the Comedy Zone Tuesday.
Guess Trump won't be
February
attending this show.
And then
he'll leave with 2 minutes left.
by the way, so I'm excited to be back in Harrisburg. Harrisburg Comedy Zone Friday and Saturday, 21st and 22nd. So here in about 4 days or 2 days. I'm very excited. If you guys haven't done it yet, I can't wait for you guys to do it. It's a really,
haven't done it,
really
no.
good. It's a good
have
club,
not.
man. Yeah, you guys will at some point. I know that. So yeah, that was it. This was great, guys. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Wait, what happened right there?
Somebody else doesn't have a poker face. But anyway, this has been Zoning Out.
I'm not
Thank
really
you,
trying to
everybody.
hide it, but okay.
We appreciate you. Catch
Mr.
us
Williams
next
Comedy.
week.